we're finally back with another stream. Honkai Star Rail 3.4 dropped last Tuesday, and here I am. Let's go through it before I get spoiled as usual. People have been posting stuff on Twitter, and I've just been scrolling by. Because, yeah, I just want to see what people are talking about, but not for Honkai, not yet. Okay. So, but the last time we left off in 3.3 was what, phainon getting to the vortex of Genesis or whatever, and then encountering Cyrene, who's supposed to be dead. I don't know, apparently she's not. But yeah, people are saying 3.3 and 3.4 are peak, so let's just see, I guess, shall we? Following the return of the core flames of reason and death, Aquila is the only titan that we still need to campaign against. Phainon asks us to recreate the past, and he repeatedly challenges the Flame Reaver to hone his abilities. The Flame Chase journey's triumphant conclusion draws nigh, yet a sudden disturbance occurs in the Holy City. Using the Council of Elders and the Cleaners, Aglaya made sure that our fall paved the road forward for the Flame Chase. Amidst his grief, Phainon takes up the mantle of leadership, giving a speech to unite the people. Cypher also returns on a mission, promising to protect Kefali's core flame while the Flame Chase party is away from the city. With the help of the Twilight Courtyard's last descendant of the sky, Hyacinth, the party ascends to Aquila's flying fortress. Hyacinth resolves to fulfill the duty passed down over generations of her family, only to discover that the glorious feat of Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, campaigning against Aquila was nothing more than a blood-stained lie. At the same time, in the city of the Dead Dragon's Bones, Cypher contends with the Flame Reaver who comes seeking the core flame. Though she holds out for some time, she is no match and is slain in the end, but she had already given Kefali's core flame to Spirit Thief Bartholos, ordering them to wait for an opportunity to deliver the core flame to Phainon and the others. Yeah, that reminds me. Apparently Castorus is dead? Like, it doesn't tell you in-game, but some of the extra lore that the Hoyoverse put out in, like, the images and promotional material stuff apparently said she exhausted her energy trying to help restrain the Flame Reaver while, like, she and Maide were fighting against him. The Flame Chasers fight together to defeat the Sky Titan, which has become a combined being of God and immortal. As they are trying to escape from the Eye of Twilight, the Dawn device suddenly goes out, and Hyacinth is forced to return the core flame early and remain in the sky to bear divine authority, becoming the protector of the people. Also, apparently, the lore from the space anchors somewhere in the fortress say that the way Hyacinth ascended or whatever, she friggin' combined into the mural or something, however that works, but yeah, she doesn't exist as like a person anymore or something, I don't friggin' know. Following Cypher's death, the divine power of trickery dissipates and the 1,000-year dawn of Ohema that is sustained by our lie comes to an end. The Holy City is met with a merciless invasion of the Black Tide as the powerful Flame Reaver moves in ever closer. At this moment of crisis, Maide, Castorus, Tribi, and Trinon, Chardanus, the Holy City Guards, and Dan Heng all laid their lives on the line so that the deliverer would have a chance to complete his mission. After making sure that I would remain safe, Phainon enters the vortex of Genesis alone. Sure! Story recap has ended. Sure! Crystals of Gold, Nestia. Okay. Hi. Did I already talk to you before? I don't know. Zeph the Guard, whatever. Echo, please stay close to us. We need to rendezvous with Lord Dan Heng. How's he holding up? We'll do everything in our power to clear the path for you. There he is, Lord Dan Heng. Just standing there, chilling. What's with this pattern thing? Quick, we must assist him. Yeah, turn your back. Get stabbed like Maide. Echo, what are you doing here? Where's Phainon? It's a long story. Let's deal with that guy first. We are under Lord Phainon's orders to escort both of you to safety, no matter the cost. Leave this to me and the Holy City Guards. Zeph, take them and go. I don't think you can really hold off the Flame Reaver for like any amount of time. Any amount of time that is significant. Wait, Nemasign. The black-clad swordsmaster. Something seems off. Yeah, I don't know what this is. At some point earlier, they suddenly froze in place, not moving at all. Lygus! Is this your doing? Like some kind of omen. Now's a chance to take them down. I don't know. Dan Heng's probably tried. Don't get too close. That thing's black flames are burning hot. I don't know what's happening, but leaving is the best option. I don't know which demigod graced us with this miracle. Please come with us. phainon. Is he gonna be alright? Believe in his resolve to save Okema. Is it just me, or does the sound quality seem a bit off? What? No. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. So which part? Evernight. So this is part of Evernight. Yep. Where do I actually have to go? Oh. Yeah, because this part only unlocked. The Evernight variation only unlocked recently. I don't have the waypoints. Bullerus. What? The Flame Reaver is pursuing us. Could this really be some kind of divine intervention? Fully? Perhaps? We can't stay here for long. Lady Phainon Sentry Gate is just outside the city. Let's keep moving. I still feel like someone should stay behind. Is this really what trailblazing is supposed to be? Don't leave him like this. I'll definitely regret it. Our experience in Amphorius has far exceeded expectations. If our goal was to just replenish fuel, then mission accomplished. But you're right. Bullerus, what about you? Simulation! 33 million cycles or something. For now, let's get in contact with the Express and plan our next move. That's the safest course of action. We need more information. But how? Lygus told Dan Heng, like, if you want, I can make arrangements to get you out of here. On that note, I have a... Lygus... Dude, I hope we get to beat the crap out of Lygus, dude. I don't know. Who's there? Oh, screw him! Okay. I hope to convey a message to the two nameless. Okay. I guess the robotic voice kind of threw me off, but okay, cool. Man! Screw him! Yes! We're finally getting, like, actually getting outside contact. Mr. Screwlum? Who are you? Stand down. I order you to maintain a distance of 10 paces. It's okay, guard. This one is not our enemy. It has been a while, nameless of the Astral Express. I'm glad I arrived in time to stop that black-clad one from harming you further. Oh? It was Screwlum and Thurda that stopped him? Ooh. But how, though? Is it because it's a simulation that they can actually interfere with the stuff? Like, from remotely or something? I don't know. But still, like, I guess, like, how much... So it's an Emperor's Scepter. I still haven't read the lore, but with Golden Gears. But, like, it's an Emperor's Scepter somehow causing the issues of Amphorius. But it's very heavily implied and alluded to that it's all this is a simulation with the cycles and stuff. So, like, I guess how much is, quote, digital or like virtual that can be influenced without actually having to needing a physical presence. So it was you. It's good to see some familiar faces. It was fortunate we found you in time. Madame Herta and I were both quite relieved, Echo. You two know of this Antikytheran? Does he come from the same people as Council Lygus? Oh wait, is Screwlum gonna break the truth to them? Yeah, they don't know. All the kind of robotic-looking people, they're known as Antikytherans to them, not, well, actually, we don't know what Screwlum is. Is he like an Intellitron, a special kind of Intellitron, or... He has Planet Screwlum. Does he have, like, a name for his own inorganic race or something? Don't worry, guard. This gentleman is an ally of the Trailblaze. Would you mind giving us a moment to speak in private? Of course. We'll wait nearby. Please stay safe. Is Skrullum gonna give us all the info here? I fully understand your situation. For now, the only thing I can do is temporarily freeze that black cloud one in place. Time is limited, so I'll keep this brief. The place where you stand, Amphorius, is a world constructed from data and memoria, an experimental field of a certain eon. There it is, that's basically confirmation. It is a simulation from, frick, Noose and Fuli. I mean, I kind of expected a simulation from Noose, right? But Fuli, wasn't really sure about Fuli's involvement, like what their role in, but I guess Fuli also had a part in constructing this simulation as well, I guess. But it says a certain eon. It says one. That's indicating one, not multiple. And now this isolated sandbox world is rapidly falling into a third path: destruction. So, how does he know it's destruction? Wait, I'm so stupid. It's because Lygus told Thurda when Lygus is trying to keep Thurda out, and Thurda probably told Skrullum. Destruction. Conclusion. If Amphorius continues unchecked on this course, a Lord Ravager will complete its evolution and metamorphosis and emerge from the surging tides. The cosmos, as we know it, will suffer irreversible consequences. Is this hinting that Phainon is actually a Lord Ravager? Or will become a Lord Ravager? Lord Ravager like Phantilia? The disaster that this Lord Ravager intends to trigger may be far more severe than the Lofu Stellaron crisis, because its goal is the Eon of Erudition. There it is, tying in with the promotional video. Holy. Yeah, I guess that Fables About the Stars, I guess, and I looked on the wiki as well. Apparently each of the Lord Ravagers are kind of made, or at least sort of, they each correlate to a path they're meant to oppose. Like, was it Zephyro? I think that was the one with all the white that kind of showed up when Acheron was there. I didn't realize this before, but Acheron kind of themed around black holes, right? Zephyro, white holes. Phantilia, I mean, Phantilia is kind of themed around the abundance, but I'm not sure if, like, she's actually intended to oppose abundance. There was something on Twitter, you know, the one meant to oppose Aha. They said, and I kind of agreed. It would be really funny if that Lord Ravager finds or like encounters Aha and wants to kill it, and Aha, because, you know, just literally everything is on a whim, no reason behind it, just offs themselves just for the kicks. Putting aside the complex details of the inferences involved, I have a request to make for one of you nameless, to stay behind on Amphorius, acting as an informant in order to prevent the wrath of destruction from ravaging the cosmos. It's gonna be me, right? This world is enveloped in a firewall that defies explanation, and the flow of time here is also different from reality. Madame Herta and I can only tear open a gap and project images inside. Okay, flow of time is also weird. That makes sense. That would explain why it seems like it has been months for us, but on the outside Amphorius, it hasn't been. However, the accidental crash landing of the express car notwithstanding, both of you were able to successfully land here. There must be some principle behind this we have yet to fully grasp. It will take some time to uncover the reason. Before then, if one of the Nameless is willing to stay and witness the fate of this world, or to push it along when necessary, it would be of great assistance. What say you, Danhong? I'm not trying, I don't want to pick the option that seems like I'm trying to force him. I'm just curious what his opinions are. I feel like aside from narrative, like, fictional, obvious storytelling reasons, that I'm the main character, aside from that reason, I guess that'd be considered, what's it called, a meta reason? Aside from narrative meta reasons, I am the wielder of Ornyx, or whatever, whatever it's called. So I'm just gonna say, let's say you've done them. Mr. Screwlum, I believe you, so I only have one thing I'd like to confirm with you. As Forest is already facing its end, how can we guarantee the safety of the person who stays behind? Look at this, if you would. That's one of his dice thing. That shows up in... Is this also the one that shows up in Golden Gears? I think it is. Because I've done a little bit of Golden Gears, I'm pretty sure, actually. Just a little bit when it released. This curio is called a chronocognitive anchor. The two of you may view it as a kind of space anchor in the world of erudition. As long as you carry it with you, your individual data structure will be protected and will remain unaffected by the influence of digital tsunamis. When required, it can also serve as a bridge for communications between the internal and external world. Oh, cage? However that works, whatever that means. Of course, it is not curio with unlimited uses, may only be held by one person. The connection being interfered with, decide quickly as possible. 2 final messages. Uh-oh. Better hurry. 1. The Intellatron named Ligus, possibly the primary culprit behind everything. There it is, the in-game confirmation, sort of, because he says possibly, but yeah. 2. Herta discovered a clue. Miss March has already been drawn into Amphorius. Also, however that works. But, like, her consciousness is somehow pulled there, maybe? Oh, connection gone. That's not good. March! March! You okay? Cool, it's freezing. Hold on, am I dreaming? This is way too strange. Yeah, everything's spinning, and I can see wubbles flying around. But I was literally just talking to Himiko. How did I... When did I... That's it, Echo warned me about this place, right before Cleopatra glimpsed her. Oh, she's in whatever this space is called, where Fate plays. I don't know, have I accidentally walked into some weird path? Have I done something crazy without remembering? Unless forcing Pom-Pom into new outfits and borrowing Mr. Young's shoulder massager counts. Mr. Young's. Hold up. Uh-huh? No way, stepping onto the path of elation can't be this simple. Right? Child of remembrance. Okay, well that's confirmation March is linked to remembrance. I mean, well, that was kind of already confirmed given the whole memory loss thing, but yeah. Step forth into the depths of the path space. But who's speaking? Is this Cyrene? I don't recognize the voices yet. Who's there? Hey, cut it out. If you're there, just come on and talk, okay? You're freaking me out. I can't even think straight. Hold on. Is that a gate? Cast aside your fears. Maybe this is Cyrene, actually. Step forward through the gate of memory. The voice, is it showing me the way out? You got nowhere else to go, right? Ooh, chronocognitive anchor. Meh. Oh no, don't fall for it. Oh, that's Mem. That's Mem speaking, right? They're lying to you. Turn back now. Another voice. Who knows? Is that Fushan? And the blah, 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 the whatever she's called on our train. Oh yeah, because Fushan was also gazed upon by Nus. I mean, Master Diviner, what brings you here? And you, Miss Messenger, do I know you from somewhere? Wait a minute, how does she know? Like, how does she at least recognize her? Because that messenger that opens up the memory of chaos and whatever only appears to me, and was like, if you tell the others, I'm just gonna have to erase their memories of that. So how does March know how to address this person? Good to see you again, March. What the frick? A pleasure to see you, Miss March. That's it. Master Diviner used the Matrix prescience. Is that actually pronounced prescience? To help me search for my memories. Or was this way back then? And you, Miss Messenger, we met in that memory space. You said to me, oh, I don't remember that. The value of your life does not lie in what happened in the past, but in the present and the future. Your memory serves you well. March, I conducted some experiments with the six-phased ice you left us. Thanks to the Garden of Recollection, the Matrix of Prescience has made a breakthrough in extrapolating the past. Now we might be able to bypass the obstacles and look directly into your history. The Master Diviner is right. Continue down this path and you'll be able to find your lost memories at the end. But is this what Mem was telling her to not listen to? The warning against? Since you last met, you've grown much alongside the Trailblaze. You should be strong enough now to bear the weight of your past. Well, there goes my Ice Princess fairy tale. I need to know, Master Diviner, Miss Messenger. This isn't just another dream, is it? If this is real, why reach out to me at this exact moment? The situation is dire. Your lost memories, they're crucial to the Garden of Recollection. Are these, like, maybe these are the ones that, that Black Swan was warning us about. There are some members of the Garden of Recollection that want to take, Memoria for their own gain or something. She's right, the Garden of Recollection's existence hangs on your memories. Garden of Recollection. You may not want to sacrifice anything to preserve the garden for now, but in time you'll understand. Your destiny and the path of remembrance are extremely closely intertwined. Now go. So I just walk through that gate? This way, March. Your past awaits beyond the gate of memory. Ready to go, Tuskpure? Meh. Meh. Faceplant. Stop, they're just mimicking people from your memories. This is Mem speaking, right? That voice again. But of course, March doesn't know Mem. Don't let those bad people deceive you. The gate, it moved? Where's the Master Diviner? Now it's Dan Heng and Echo? Hello. Hey guys, what are you doing in a place like this? March, there you are. Finally. The trailblazing journey just isn't the same without you. Oh boy, here we go. This is not good. Traveling's no fun with you around. Whoa! Hello? Where did that come from? Whoa! Wait, oh frick, I'm so stupid. I said I read that as traveling's no fun with you around. Holy frick. Well duh, that's what's Team Trailblaze without its star member. Wait a second, you might like Dan Heng, Echo and Dan Heng, but Dan Heng wouldn't say that though, right? I would. But Dan Heng is like, does not, I don't know, he doesn't put it like that. We understand your confusion. The Garden's allies helped us establish this narrow link to reach you. The Garden's allies, you mean Miss Black Swan? Yeah, she helped make this possible. Keep going, March. Find your past, wake up and travel with us again. That sounds really tempting. Finding my past and continuing to trailblaze new worlds with you. Trust in yourself, March. It's gotten us this far, hasn't it? Follow us. Let's go through that gate together. Mem? Can I speak up? Step into your past, March. Find your true self. So when are we getting next March altar? March... When are we getting March 9th? Wait up, slow down. Those words sound so sweet. But keep your eyes open, don't let them fool you. So, if I don't listen to... Oh, it is Siren! At last, I finally caught up. Hey, are you alright? I'll be okay. Just not used to running around. Say, March, got a moment to talk before you make your decision? Wait, was that you pushing the gate away, sending those warnings? Yep, name's Siren. It means rebels have passed over you. Easy to remember, right? Wait a minute. We actually look quite alike, don't we? Yeah, they do. I was gonna say they're both pink-haired girls. Maybe, at least, well, we don't know how long the cycles have been going, like, in time outside of Emphorius. Inside of Emphorius, you know, 33 million cycles, each one at least several thousand, or probably, I think, I saw somewhere like this particular cycle is like 4,000 at least years long. But we don't really have any indicator of how much time that translates to outside Emphorius, right? But maybe... the friggin' at least 300 years. Is that hello, by the way. I made now. Thanks for joining the stream. At least 300 years. Is that saying like every cycle is at the very least 300 years? Because this cycle we know is at least 1,000. But I don't know. I don't think we've gotten any indicator of how long the other cycles have been, because like in game that hasn't been revealed to us at all. Yeah, but what I was gonna say is maybe March 7th's memories or whatever kind of put into Siren somehow. Yeah, your pink hair is just as eye-catching as mine. Yeah, presuming the society fell before Kefli fell. What do you mean by that? Because Cypher's lie lasted for 1,000 years. The Dawn device was supposed to stay up for 300 more years when she was pretending to be whatever that guy's name was. But then she maintained that lie for 1,000 years. So at the very least, this cycle is 1,000. And we're both bright, pretty, and positive girls. Talk about coincidence. Oh, you're quite the smooth talker, but I can't disagree. Wait, you know my name is March? Have we met? No, but I witnessed your story through those memories just now. It's incredible, really. We might have more in common than you think. I know exactly what you're going through, which is why I don't want to see you exploited or hurt. Either way, does this mean remembrance or erudition, March? Probably yes. What would they look like? I don't know. Not speaking lore-wise, but I feel like remembrance as a path is just kind of a mess. The path system in general has been kind of becoming more and more of a mess. It's just kind of a way to to make limitations and sell stuff, because like we have at this point a remembrance character that would be basically any other path, right? Well, okay, let me see. We have Castris, who would be who is remembrance, but who's destruction but remembrance. Or maybe you want to call her erudition, but destruction. We have Hyacine, who is abundance, but remembrance. We have RMC, who is harmony, but remembrance. We have Tribby, who is also some weird combination of harmony and... Wait, no, Tribby's not a remembrance character. Never mind. What other remembrance characters do we have, actually? We don't have a lot yet, but, like... let me find a list. Hold on. Remembrance characters. We have a... Okay, we have a Glaya. That's the actual destruction. But remembrance. Yeah, the whole thing's kind of a mess, but yeah. I don't think I really have a preference for, like, what next March Alter's gonna be, but yeah. That's what happens when you make the OG archetypes buffing, debuffing, heal shield, and every way to do DPSs. I'm not exactly sure what you're trying to say here. It's kind of worded a little weirdly. Like there's no way to develop on that. Oh, yeah. The original paths, yeah, they were more closely aligned, so when if like, yeah, that makes sense. How I'm understanding what you're saying is that the old paths basically covered all of the sorts of archetypes, right? So like, if a character heals, then there are the quote healing class, which is abundance, obviously. If they provide shields, they're like the tank. Yeah, it kind of, the original paths kind of covered it all. So I think it's just kind of not a good, it just kind of wasn't thought out well from the start. The whole system as a whole is, it just makes way for, like, it's just a restriction kind of that to help sell stuff. And, like, I guess in Simulated Universe and in Acheron's and I think Thirda's kit, who specifically want Nihility and then another Abundance, respectively, you could work with that. But yeah. Split Nihility into two archetypes. The only way they could do anything is if they split Nihility into two archetypes for dots and debuffing. I mean, yeah. What would they call it though? Obviously, that's not. I wouldn't say that's like a major concern from like a. It is not July 4th. Why are there still fireworks going outside? Excuse me. And either the squirrel or the cat outside my window has left its location. But yeah. Like the whole path systems in general is just scuffed. Even from the beginning, actually. Because like DPS is kind of broad. We had two, three if you want to count erudition, but we had like two DPS classes. Destruction and Hunt. The only difference, really, besides base stats, the only difference mechanically is that Hunt is single target. Erudition, I mean, if you want to consider that DPS, but usually in games, AoE typically has less damage per hit to like any single target. Well, it would be a path, so maybe it would be Enigmata. I mean, yeah, but I don't know about Enigmata here specifically. I don't actually know what Enigmata gameplay might look like. When are we getting Gallagher back, please, dude? He said he's 13. I want to see where that line, like, I want to get an in-game explanation of why he said he's 13, other than the fact that we know, like, he's a creation of someone who's following the Enigmata. But like, yeah, dots and debuffing. I mean, because dots technically technically are a debuff. I don't know. The 13th thing comes from his Death Arcana. I'm not sure what that means. Like the cards? What cards? The Tarot cards? Granted, I haven't actually done a whole lot of the side stuff, but I don't remember anything about the tarot cards, like, in the main story? Reddit. 2 theories. He is 13 in dog ears. 2. More talked about one. He is 13 in tarot card sense, which is death. Okay, well, I guess that's kind of what you're trying to say, right? But I'm not sure what tarot cards. Like, I don't know anything about tarot cards other than they're used in like fortune telling. Okay, so I guess like the 13th tarot card indicates death. Or something. Alright. Yeah. Where was I? Pretty much. Okay. Cool. Well, good to know. You know what I'm going through? I know because I've been exactly where you are. Is Siren also just a simulation one like every character that's not phainon? We'll have to see. Don't tell me if it gets revealed. Well, I want to see when it happens. This empty space has been my home for ages. I barely remember what time feels like anymore. But there's something I'll never forget. Trust me, that gate won't give you what you want. You mean those people they're lying? Luring me into a trap? Yes, convincing, weren't they? They've studied your memories using your deepest wishes against you. How dare they manipulate young girls feeling like that? If you go through that door, the worst case scenario is you'll become their pawn, losing control over your own fate forever. How exactly would that work? Huh. But what else can March do here? Well, we do know there were attempts to leave the sky before the MC, so maybe one of them succeeded. That's my current guess. I'm so pea-brained, I actually can't figure, I don't remember what that's supposed to be referring to. Like, I know, like, yeah, I remember, like, Aquila usually struck down the people trying to leave, but, whatever. What's the word? Airheaded? No. Whatever. I'm sorry. I already lost track of where that was meant to be a response to. Yeah. All I remember is that Aquila has struck down entire civilizations or whatever for trying to leave the sky. Basically, my guess is March is a siren that escaped M4's. Oh. Okay. Could be, actually. Yeah, maybe. But where was March found? I don't know. And also, like, everything is a simulation, right? It's somehow constructed out of... What did Screwlum say? Data and memoria. How do they have a physical presence, then, outside of Amphorius? That would be my question, then. She was in a block of ice in the middle of space. Yeah, I know that. But I'm wondering if we got any indicator of, like, where in space, right? Because Penacony was, what, in the Asdana system or something like that? Because if that were the case, that Cyrene is one that did escape Amphorius, or like if March is a past cycle of Cyrene that escaped Amphorius. One, there's my question of how exactly does like combination of Data and Moria exist physically outside of Amphorius, and two, although not guaranteed, but it would be more likely that, like, I don't know, she would be found somewhere closer to whatever system Amphorius is in, right? I don't know. Whatever. You've seen what's on the other side? I may be stuck here with missing memories like you, but I still recall fragments of my homeland where I grew up. That door leads to Amphorius. Trust me, it's anything but welcoming. Okay. I feel like that actually reveals a lot, but I can't say I can't draw anything. Is this saying that Cyrene is not actually like from Amphorius? Oh, wait. Huh. I don't know. But I thought, like, Cyrene, like everyone else that is not phainon, is, like, sort of just a creation of Lygus. Or whatever the whole Amphorius deal is. See, but Amphorius is in a hidden area that required multiple paths to even access. Yeah, I don't know. I'm, like... I'm not good with theories and stuff. I unfortunately am not able to fully appreciate nuances and details and whatever. I kind of just want to know what happens. And if it's done well, cool. If it's not done well, there is a significant possibility that the not done well part just goes over my head. I don't know. For ages, I've watched people walk through that door. They couldn't see or hear my calls. The voices beyond always promised safety, but I've never seen anyone return safely. So I had to try and stop you. Where can March go, though? Or like, and from here, what can she do? Except either go through the door or just, like, chill out here for who knows how long. To be honest, I'm not sure what to believe, but the fact that you're here, putting all this effort to warn me, that means something. Tell me, Cyrene, how can I return to my world? It's really easy, actually. Just turn around and walk away from this place. Oh, you can do that? Okay. I'm also kind of curious, like, when this is happening. Like, is this happening? Well, how do I put it? This isn't happening, like, right now at the same time as Lygus just arrived to warn us, right? I don't think that would be the case. This could be happening, like, I don't freaking know. Time actually flows differently between in and out and for so yeah, I don't know. The girl cannot be trusted. Memo Keeper's embodiment. Why does this look a little bit like Lisa from Genshin? I don't know. I think it's just because of the fit. That doesn't even actually look like Lisa. What am I saying? Yeah, Cyrene's pretty biased. Like, she doesn't know if there's another exit, and also doesn't know that unless you reach the boundary of knowledge, you can't change your fate. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to see what happens. Also, like, there's more than one Memo Keeper, right? I don't know. No, there definitely is more than one Memo Keeper. We don't know, like, I don't know who's trying to do what. But I don't think I've seen this one before. Through the door, save the garden. Wait. Are these... Maybe these are like all the members of the garden that Black Swan was warning about, that was trying to use Amphorius for their own gain. Both of you, children of remembrance. Hey, there's a Foxian remembrance? Memo Keeper. They never give up, do they? But don't let them sway you. Stick to your path. The return journey could take ages, longer than most lives. But that path will lead you home. Thank you, Siren. I know what I need to do. I'm going through that gate into Emphorius. And then is she gonna say something like, and I'll conquer everything that... Why do I have an option to... Oh. Right, I forgot. They added the option to skip new story. And I think new story and old story. But not newer, but still old story. Wait, what? Don't worry, I believe you. It's just that, for me, the only place I can call home is exploring the unknown. It is right beside my friends. Close enough. Right beside my friends, exploring the unknown. Two of my closest friends are already on their way to Emphorius. They may seem capable, but only I know. They're absolute disasters waiting to happen. They won't last 5 minutes in a new world without me. Alright. That's what I need to go through. Emphorius or not, when the three of us are together, there's nothing we can't handle. Also, I wonder, since we know current March is also in ice, what if March is just stuck in this specific place until the Express interacted with her? Also, I wonder since we know current... interacted with her in what way? Like, March is stuck in ice outside of Emphorius. Yeah. Are things like maybe she'll thaw out, or somehow she'll thaw out after. Well, how would she interact with Express? Because she's in ice. Oh, wait. What if March was just in this specific place until I don't know. My brain is too smooth, I'm sorry. We'll explore, understand, establish, and connect. After that, we'll find a way home together. Can I have, like... Can you, like, share some of that positivity with me? Thanks. Like, the ice she was in when they met her is the exact same kind of ice she's currently in. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I'm sorry. Yeah, what you're saying that, like, when she was stuck in space, she was also in this area, maybe. Like her mind or whatever was in this area. I see. You got people who mean the world to you too. Siren's so short. Are people gonna make memes of that like they do with Carlotta and Wua? Have they already? Maybe. Now the question, is she shorter than Fushan? That's so heartwarming, March. If that's what you've decided, you have my full support. Birds of a feather we are, looking all sweet and innocent, but with hearts of fire. Oh, stop. You're making me blush. Well then, I guess this is it. Try not to die. I need your business. I'm not Marcus. Do you think we'll see each other again? Who knows? Now that you mention it, she is pretty short. She is very short. She's shorter than, well, I don't remember what kind of model March uses. I like, they normally Hoyoverse minus ZZZ. Okay, fine. Genshin and Honkai, Star Rail. I don't know about Impact. But Genshin and Star Rail usually have like the tall, medium, and short models, right? Is Siren using like a short model, probably? I don't know. Like Little Herder short? Like Hook short? I don't know. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. When is Siren gonna be playable? Will she be playable? I hope she does. But then I'll have to see what her kit is before deciding to pull. I say that and then I pull for Fugue, even though like I don't have Rappa and I don't have Boo Hill. Because I was hoping that Fugue would be good for Acheron. Oh, don't worry about me. After all this time here, I've gotten quite used to chatting with my imaginary friends. Oh, that's so sad. Since Emphorius is our homeland, if there's a way to help you, my companions and I will do everything we can. Then I'll look forward to that day. She is kind of though, but you also need Tribby for it. Need Tribby for what? Like the only reason Fugue like actually kind of works with Acheron is because she does a lot of debuffs, right? But she's still very break focused. I've done in some of my previous videos, I have Fugue buff Gallagher, because Fugue buffing like Acheron, it doesn't actually give you the extra stack, because of friggin' like each instance of attack can only can get the debuff once, right? So that's why I give it to Gallagher, so Gallagher's basics can apply Fugue's debuff. But like if Fugue buffs Acheron, the amount of debuffs Acheron gets per turn is the same. But yeah, that's kind of what I did. I mean, yeah, she works okay. But you know, like Jiao Cho is definitely better. But I didn't want to pull for Jiao Cho, and I still don't, even though my Acheron's kind of suffering. I only got 58k in Pure Fiction and 16 cycles in Memory of Chaos. Like, things would be so much easier if I actually pulled for Tribby right now. But I don't wanna. My pull decisions are very weird. I could pull for Tribby. I have... How many freaking pulls do I have? I have like 250 pulls right now. But whatever, yeah. Whatever. I'll save them for Fate Collab, that's why I didn't pull for... I wanted Cypher, but yeah. Unfortunately, not being able to 3-star the stuff means I can't make videos out of those. Your story awaits, March. Make it an epic one. Musical note. Where are we going now? I still wish Jiao... Wait, Echo, at the Vortex of Genesis. You okay there, friend? I still wish Jiao Cho was still a healer. Like, why'd they nerf him in the beta to make the doctor to not be a healer? Was he initially a healer in the beta? But like, I was also wondering, like, why would they make Jiao Cho basically a tailor-made support for Acheron when the two have absolutely no relation? There's no connection between the two characters. Like, have they interacted at all in the story? I don't think so. Yeah, he was. Oh. Yeah, I have no idea what he did in the beta. I guess maybe that question could be asked of Jiji and Jinsu in Willa. But I mean, like, Jinsu is still really good in some other teams. Granted, they came in later. They're both from the same region, but that's about it. That's all I can think of. Yeah. You okay there, friend? Something seems to be bothering you. Oh yeah, are we going to get any of those cutscenes from the Nameless Faces promotional video? Like, come on. I want to see Stell slam her pen to the side and just destroy everything. There was that freaking scene from the beginning that's like, bro, why is phainon so buff? He's splashing the destruction he's splashing the golden blood or whatever on him, but why is he so buff? There's that scene where he's like does a downward slam against Flame Reaver, Flame Reaver's like, why is Flame Reaver like 2 times his size? Slams him down through the floor. I don't know. The Vortex of Genesis. We made it back. Where's phainon? Where's Lygus? Even this place has changed. phainon. Is he ready for Aeronova? Hello, incoming viewers. Thank you for joining the stream. Just getting along with Honkai Star Wars 2.4 story, so I can... Obviously not the main purpose, but so I can doom scroll through Twitter without having to worry about spoilers. I hope Donahung will be okay. Heading back into Sun, maybe Donahung should be here no matter the cost. We need to see it through the end. Sure. Yeah, we've come such a long way. If what that machine gentleman said is true, if Amphoris is destined for destruction, then I'll stay by your side until the very end. Like how you and Donahung treasure the Express, Amphoris means everything to me. Time to see the Aeronova begin. Right, time to see the last core flame restored. Where art thou, Mr. Kevin? Look, there's phainon and... Wait! Did we get the memo from Screwlum breaking up that Lygus is, like, a bad guy? Lygus, remember, Screwlum's warning. Okay, we did. Any more text? Okay. And you, Lord phainon, will wield that core flame to bury this ancient world, plunging everything into the grey unknown. None of that matters now. This brutal flame chase journey has stripped away my delusions. I know the future isn't some peaceful paradise with gentle west winds just waiting to welcome us to step in. If what lies ahead is a massive chaos, I shall cut through it myself. I also need to go through this so I can go through the friggin' newly released promotional videos from the Honkai Star Rail channel, because I didn't watch those, react to those, because I was concerned they might actually have spoilers. Where art thou? Thou has created that new vow. I don't know. And usher in the first ray of blazing sunlight. Hi, I'm here. Welcome me back. Is it truly you? This is what he said at the end of 3.3 when he thought he saw when Siren popped up. Was it really me instead? With one last chance to turn back, you still set forward. Okay, I don't know. How befitting of a trailblazer. Spare me your mockery. You misunderstand. As our world nears its end, the ones who walk the infinite paths have embraced their destiny. What does this mean? As the Theoros, it is my duty to witness the world's future and oversee this final core flame ritual on their behalf. The question is, like, if we didn't know he was actually external and most probably a member of the Destruction. The question is, why does he have a responsibility to see the world reset? Because you're going to get reset with it. Also, by the way, the phainon stuff are major spoilers. The latest videos. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's why I didn't watch them, because I figured they probably were spoilers. I do wish they would release those videos a little bit later. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but like, even if we did not know that Lygus is external to Amphoris and is sort of like running the whole thing, why would he have a duty to witness the world resetting when he would presumably have been reset with it, right? Like, you can't, there's no point in documenting the history, because that history is just gonna be gone, reduced to atoms. Something. The trial of World Baron, the ritual of Aeronova. Screwlum says you're behind all this. Oh, I did not realize we were going to be so frank. Ah, I see. So you met my kindred spirit before I could erase his traces. Echo, what are you saying? This one knows more than he's telling. I've had my suspicions. How does a native Antikythera know so much about repairing vehicles from beyond the sky? Yep. Lord Lycus, how much do you truly know about Air Nova? Tell us everything. It's Angie phainon. Maybe he's Iron Tomb or something and let him bypass like Acheron cutting the dream. I mean, no. What I'm saying is like if Lygus was truly just like if Lygus was truly just a character that was simulated in Emphorius, why would he have a responsibility to see it reset when, as a part of the simulation, he would be reset with it? Like, we know, obviously we know that Lygus is not actually, like, a part of the simulation. He is basically the one running it from Fables About the Stars Part 2. But yeah. Yeah, I was also thinking maybe he's sort of like an avatar of Iron Tomb. Because we don't exactly know how exactly Iron Tomb is involved, what he's really doing. Maybe I saw something about like maybe Iron Tomb is trapped in this, and then like Lygus is kind of an avatar to manipulate stuff when Iron Tomb himself can't like do the stuff fully on his own. And then there's also the question of how does the Emperor's Scepter actually come into play here. Very well, I need no longer to maintain this Theoros masquerade. You seek truth, Lord Phainon, and truth you shall have. Are you gonna take off your mask? Please don't. You're friggin' ugly. As you know, when the old gods fell, someone had to bear their broken pillars to fill the vacant seats. Those who would assume divine authority must prove themselves through trials. Yet, for Kefli's demigods, the possibility of overcoming the trials has however been non-existent. For the world-bearing trial is the divine duty itself. Bringing forth the Air Nova and bearing its weight is an endless ordeal, seizing only upon collapse. Precisely. The Air Nova ritual is not something that can be completed in an instant, no, but a long and arduous journey. While the sacrificial journeys of other demigods conclude in this world, Kefli must shoulder the gods' core flames, bear the memories of all worlds, and stand unwavering. Until the next world, when the black tide consumes the bearer and all that they carry, leaving nothing behind. Unless their core flame finds a new bearer. The holy flame that illuminates all worlds rests in your hands. All that remains is one choice. Nurture it, pass it on to future generations, or extinguish it here and now. Deliver. The fate of all worlds rests in your hands. Enough testing. I've made my decision. But before I ignite the dawn of the next world, you need to promise me something. Two things, actually. Speak your terms. Promise me this. Professor Anax's vision of a new world is absolute. The world will be reborn from my memories. All souls, living and dead, will return as the first humans, unchanged from their past lives. Thank you for the follow I made now. Did the UI thing pop up? It popped up on some other part of OBS Streamlabs, but or whatever it's yeah, whatever it's called, but I didn't see it pop up in my 8 minutes ago. Oh frick, I'm sorry. I guess I didn't notice it. But yeah, thanks for the follow. Okay. And my friends, the fallen demigods, they shall transcend the cycle to become new titans. Our heroes shall not have died in vain. Yes, it did. That was a long bit ago, like when Siren and March were talking. Okay. I guess I need to figure out the audio cues, why it's not playing the audio cues. Or like, does it not come with the audio cues by default? I'll have to figure that out sometime. Of course, this I can guarantee. Good. The second one. Promise me Echo can return safely to her homeland, unbound by Emforce's laws. I have the core flame, though. My apologies, but I cannot promise this. As you mentioned, she now bears the Time Titan's authority. Her bonds with this world runs too deep. Trust me, initiate the Aeronova. Well, I stand corrected. An outsider like her does have ways to defy destiny. Thank you, my friends, for everything you've done for this world. The next world may not remember, I shall never forget. As the Theoros, I declare, Emphorus has determined her path. Is he gonna say destruction? No, it doesn't have a colon. But is he gonna say destruction? Step forward, heroes, follow her path and see it through. Kevin, without you, we could have never reached our prophecy tomorrow. Thank you for walking this path with me to the end. Does Lagos have anything to say? As the world draws its final breath, I stand before you as the Theoros. Before we begin, there's something I need to know. Who are you, really? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Lycurgus, once an honored elder of the Okama Council. As the Theoros, I have sworn to watch over and protect every citizen of Okama until the very end. Of course, that alone won't satisfy your curiosity, so let me share something more. Something that means little to Emphorus, but everything to a traveler like yourself. I, Lycurgus, am one of the Erudition's many Pathstriders. Through me, this keeps watch over this realm, working to save Emphorus from decay. I don't know about that one, buddy. Not anymore. I'm pretty sure you're a Pathstrider of Destruction. I'm pretty sure. I don't expect you to trust me based on words alone, but believe this much. When you look at the bigger picture, we're walking the same path, you and I. What aren't you telling me? A lot. While the Holy City may honor me, I'm but a humble speck before the cosmos. My reach is limited. Your doubts are natural. Let me assure you of this. What's done, I've told truthfully. What's to come, I'll witness fairly. My conscience is clear. To my role as the Theoros to Emphorus and her destiny. What's your connection to Screwlum? I believe all synthetic life shares a common source, while children of the universe's external mathematical law. You know, even though I tried to avoid spoilers, I was seeing stuff about how, like, friggin' something about a potential Rupert III and the anti-equation law, and people were like, poke a Kakamon! Please, kill him too! So you see, the answer is simple. That brilliant mind is my kindred, a brother, if you will. Let's leave it at that. Time to complete the ritual. The world will be moved by your sacrifice, Trailblazer. Behold, O gods, Emphorus has achieved her victory, and the Aeronova approaches. The Radiant Soul has arrived, having walked through the bustling night, sparing the golden fire and blood, stepping with pride into daylight. He is the pure child, walking upon the path of yesterday, today, and tomorrow. He is the first to be born, first to be named among the nameless. Among us? The nameless? What? Eternal in form, limitless in reach, he treads the endless night underfoot. Greatest of kings, protector of the displaced, raising humanity's children above their adversaries. A firmament of molten blood courses through his very bones and flesh. The greatest of schemes reveal against his breath and words. In the golden lakes of that beautiful new world, he shall wash himself clean. There, finish what we first and last wished for. To write an ending unlike any before for this world we so deeply love. Why is Siren here? Come, Echo, join me. Restore the final core flame with phainon. The time has come for us all to face oblivion. We'll embark on one final grand journey. Cutscene? Oh, never mind. Oh. Ah,
な
there
ん
it
と波
is.
乱万丈な冒険か。英雄の旅は終点にたどり着き、再創生の真相も明かされる。しかし本当にそうでしょうか。神霊の慣習としてお願いします。私の話を聞いていただけますでしょうか。
Is he speaking to us, fourth wall?
これはオンパロスの本質に関わっている。いわば
Life.
生命の第一原因をめぐる物語。
What is that? Prime mover of life?
この命題は
What a broad topic this is. Where shall we start? And why is Thirda on the portrait? And who are all the
ど
others?
こから話せばよろしい
Is this all Genius Society stuff? But why is Thirda like... I'm assuming that's Thirda. I don't actually know her hat and her, designs very well.
そうですね。
Got it. Let's start at the very beginning. The Big Bang, the birth of particles, the emergence of all things. Just kidding. What I mean to say is that time, space, matter, all concepts exist solely because we perceive them. This is called the erudition. Without it, the universe would merely be a chaotic book written by chance and yet unread by anyone. As your acquaintance Lord Anaxagoras suggested, everything in Amphorius exists through Noospores, living in the memories of those yet to come. How beautifully it aligns, revealing universal truth in such simple terms. Only he could solve the riddle of what exactly are we. Oh, but you'll remember, even as the embodiment of reason, one mystery remained beyond his grasp. If that is the case, whose memories did the very first Noospore sprout from? When are we getting playable Circes? I also really like her voice. As sages across the ages have asked the gods, what is the prime mover of life? Bro. I thought people were memeing about Polka Kakamon killing friggin' Rupert again and again. I don't actually know if she killed Rupert too. But like, bro. Polka Kakamon. Yeah, I guess they weren't memeing. She is involved with this somehow. Well, let's set aside the gross teaching for now. Look further, past Amphorius, to what they call the forbidden realms beyond the sky. Do you know of the Scholar Strife? During that grand yet brutal war waged in the name of erudition, a genius's legacy was abandoned, strewn across the cosmos. The Scepters... Okay. The Scepter is a macrocosmic computational array beyond mortal comprehension. Made to emulate the Aeon's thoughts, it became part of the Aeon's cognition at birth. Scattered throughout the cosmos, these arrays act as celestial body neurons for Nous. Wait, the Scepters were linked to Nous? I thought they were linked to Rupert to emulate Nous. But regrettably, as everyone knows, the erudition forsook them all. Oh. Well, nobody knows that. Though forgotten, they never stopped seeking the divine answer. A question that survived foreign disaster, stumping even the greatest minds, including both mechanical emperors. Now we come to the real truth of Amphorius. What if, hypothetically, a scepter found the answer to the prime mover of life? I don't know why, but this is reminding me a little bit like Rain World. Only because of the supercomputers trying to compute the answer to a very hard question. I don't even I enjoyed Rain World a lot, and I really do mean to play it again and go through the DLC, but I haven't played it in a while, and I don't remember what those supercomputers are called at this point. If through endless solitary extrapolation in the cosmic cold, the one deemed as a failure by the Aeon of erudition found truth through the ages, what would happen? Perhaps the answer is simpler than you'd think. It would try to kill Nous? From a perishing neuron, it evolved into true life, reborn through the gaze of another Aeon. Hold up. Is this saying that friggin' Iron Tomb is an Emperor's Scepter that was chosen by Nanook to be an Emanator, to be a Lord Ravager? Hold on. Okay. This is a tale from distant past, unknown to all, even unheard by the greatest geniuses. Now, let's leave the scepter story here, returning to where we began. What is the prime mover of life? Actually, you know the answer better than you realize. It's been by your side, accompanying you throughout this long journey. What does Mem have to do with this? Right now, it awaits you ahead, in that brave new world beyond the end of Genesis. Are we getting more cutscene? Act 1, Departure. I can't read this. Hey, kid phainon. Take this wish with you. Be the one who begins it all. As the prophecy foretold, you will bear the blazing sun until the pale dawn breaks. Continue onward, bearing this world upon your shoulders, until the ashen hero, the nameless deliverer, ushers in the dawn. Such an odd dream. Wait, so is this Era Nova now? Era Nova has happened, and he just dreamed about all that stuff? Strange, like I've dreamed this before, but it all slips away when I wake. Only a voice remains. Who was that? Phainon. Rise and shine, wakey, wakey. What? Ah, it's you. Whoops, fell asleep there. What a strange dream I had. It's gone now, though. But look, perfect sunshine. The day's still young. Let's go find Siren, partner. We promised to be there for her oracle card reading today. It's right about time. Looking at you, someone's still half asleep. Tell you what, catch some fresh air first. I'll hang around here. Era Nova, is it done? Is it just me, or does the foliage look unfinished? What is this place? The Era Nova, is it done? Okay, so Era Nova appears to have happened, and I remember the stuff. But phainon only perceives it as a dream. So I guess, did I say this on the previous stream? No, I said it as part of the reaction and kind of a little bit of analysis to one of the videos. So Anaxagoras has figured out that M4 is cyclical, right? Supposedly, the Crisis heirs of one generation, they become the demigods, and when Era Nova arrives, they become the titans of the next generation, right? That's the sort of meta cycle, however you want to put it, of Amphorius. But my question was that does not seem to be true anymore. The cycles themselves are actually like sort of simulations run by Nous or Lygus or both, whoever runs it, and it's just the same characters over and over again, just playing out the Flame Chase journey differently. But it's not. It doesn't actually involve the Titans become, or the Crisis heirs become the demigods, become the Titans of the next one. It's actually just the same characters with different scenarios. Because there was that previous cycle, maybe what was it, like 5 cycles before the current one? 5 or 6 cycles. It shows we still got Aglaia, we still got Casters, we still got Tribi, still got Anaxagoras and Maide fighting in that war in Okema. Like they were all there this time. So I'm kind of hoping that gets answered here. If it doesn't, well, we'll just have to see. I'm sure, and I hope that does get answered. Or no, is it done? Beautiful, isn't it? Okay, you're just gonna appear out of nowhere. This is Ides Elysiae, home of the nameless hero who carried Kefli's core flame. When he was young and innocent, he had heroic dreams, imagining his wooden sword was forged of iron. Pretending the straw dummy propped up by a wooden pole was a giant with a single blood vessel running from spine to heel. Dreaming of slaying the giant and becoming a hero to save the world. Though to his young mind, the world was just this small village. Are you singing Phainon's childhood? How does this connect to Era Nova? I had no idea he used to be so true. I have no idea what this means. Well, you witness is the start of his path to a new world, and trust me, you play no small part. These are his first memories. Rather than watching, why not join in? Think of it as immersive theater. Become his lifelong closest friend, witnessing his hero's journey from the best seat in the house, as the nameless hero whose unwavering guidance shaped Phainon's destiny, yet whose name was never recorded in Amphorius' history. Who could possibly be there his entire life? Oh, you direct plays now? Questions. Let's follow along and find out, shall we? I look so done. Well, many mysteries lurk in this village beneath the veil of Evernight. Your questions will find answers as the story unfolds. Light slips the gate, shadow greets the throne. Lol. All awake now? Great, let's go see Siren. Phainon, show me how to use a sword like you do. Hey, Phainon, where are you headed? No Siren today? That's exactly where I'm going. Frick! I did not think that was gonna trigger it from that far away. I haven't seen Siren yet, have I? Like, Stella has not seen Siren yet, right? Found you. That's... What is Siren thinking? Goodness, look at you rushing about. You've got the poor swing all startled. Hmm? It's you! Who are you? It's you! I knew it was you. Whoa, what? Something wrong? What did you see? What do you see? Oh, nothing much, just suddenly felt a strange connection. Oh, okay, I think this is Stella realizing that Siren is Mem. Look at you, your leaves, she even did the wink. Look at you, leaves in your hair. Were you sleeping in a tree again, or was it the wheat fields this time? At least brush yourself off before wandering around. Come on, I'm not kidding anymore. You're the one who still treats me like one. Sure, you may have the height advantage, but when it comes to maturity, I'm leagues ahead. Still fantasizing about being in heroic adventures and imagining yourself as one of the characters. That's the kind of things kids do, not grown-ups. Don't you agree? And since you're playing along with his antics, who are you pretending to be today? Greetings, I'm the Stellaron Hunter. Greetings, I'm the Invincible Baseball Okay, I'm gonna have to look up what these dialogue choices each do. I'm Echo. I'm gonna be boring. I'm Echo. Awkward call. Well, she hasn't decided on a character for today yet. Oh, okay. Well, how about we stick with the usual? You know, the valiant hero from a distant shore who made a pact to learn the sword from you. Spare me. Can we not bring this up? Speaking of which, what about those oracle cards? We haven't done divination forever. Why the sudden interest? I was just about to tell you. Earlier, while napping on a swing, I had the strangest dream. There was this mysterious voice in my dream calling out for something. Wait, you had that dream too? Oh, yes, you too? That would explain this lingering sense of unease. Which made me think of those old oracle cards I used to play with as a kid. Though the Ornyx prophecies were always hit or miss. Yeah, other kids would get excited about drawing cards like Ruler or Warrior, but throw fits over Devil or Drunkard and demand a redo. If you just redo it when you don't like the result, what's the point of divination? Ah, the blessing of childhood, believing the gods might not notice our little corner of ideas Elysiae, willing to let our small deceits slide. Still, fate is absolute. After all, we never really know just how far into the future the prophecy extends. Phainon in his Coronal Radiance trailer saying he'll never submit to this idea of fate. Anyway, let's go to our old secret base and look for those oracle cards. Now where did we hide those? I can think of a few spots. Let's go check it out. In a village this size, I bet all our childhood treasures are exactly where we hid them. Can I sit on the swing? No? You're just gonna leave the grapes out here? Time must mean keeping them. Time must be keeping them safe from us. For us. Are these? What kind of fruit is that? Let me zoom in. Pomegranate. Cool. Figures. Alright, give me that. In a sunlit barn, amid the scent of ripened wheat, they found various fruits hoarded by squirrels. And a wooden figurine missing arms and legs. Mine finished little soldier after all these years. Hey, this is the one Mr. Pythias confiscated. Finally back in my hands. Did I say Mr.? Mrs. Phainon? Siren? Where are you two headed? Isn't this like... Never mind. Speaking of the devil, Mrs. Pythias, is school out already? No class today. This morning I used fallen leaves for reading, seeking Ornyx's wisdom. They warned of potential injury, so I gave everyone a holiday. Besides, it's harvest season. There's plenty of other work to be done even without classes. With you being our only teacher in ID's Elysia, you must be working so hard. Anything for my students. I don't mind the work. When you travel far from here, you must visit the Grove of Epiphany for me. See what a true haven of wisdom looks like. By the way, what are you looking for in here? You've been searching quite thoroughly. Remain silent. Is this a toy? Really no. Aren't we past the age for these? She doesn't remember, eh? This little soldier's coming with me. Alright then, I should be going. It might rain tonight, so don't stay out too late. She's so short! So this is where the wooden figurine you carved during class ended up, and here I thought I knew all your hiding spots. To be honest, I'd forgotten all about it myself. Those are the days we'd always meet either by that statue in the village or right here. Right, and I remember you never used the front door when you wanted me to come play. You always climbed over the wall. You were such mischief makers. Just like a certain someone who has a habit of showing up unexpectedly, right? Whomst? Me? Can't pin me down, can you? I bet she said something clever just now. Ahem. Hey, I was just calling these storybook heroes. They never take the beaten path. Still, it's embarrassing. I've been the only one here for a while, and I haven't kept up with the cleaning. With so many spots to check, where should we even start? She's so short. Let's try the roof. Now that I think of it, I haven't checked the roof in forever. Worth a shot, right? Alright, let's split up. I'll handle the door. You check the upper floor. I wonder what the view's like from up there. We're checking out. I wonder how pomegranate juice with milk would... I don't think that would taste good. Pomegranate... milk with an acid? That would like... What's the term? Curdle? I don't actually know what curdling means, but... It like clumps or something, right? This is not the roof. This is the roof. That's Lucy. The girl before you carries an air of mystery. Her secret's elusive, yet her demeanor towards you is exceptionally warm. You can't help but wonder, could there really be some kind of mental connection? The view here hasn't changed a bit. You know, besides the swing under the big tree, this has to be my favorite spot in all of ID's Elysia. 3, 2, 1, jump! Hey, what are you doing? Please be careful. I'm just a small-time diviner. I can't turn back time if something happens. No, I said I'd become the next priest of time, just because I heard prophecies as a child. But here's the thing, the more divinations I do, the more doubt creeps in. I want to believe the prophecies, but actually leaving ID's Elysia, where will that waiting ship take us, I wonder? Here they are, the Oracle cards. I was still taking in the scenery. I captured it all in my heart. This few and most precious of all, my childhood friends. There we go. Looks like the gods do listen to our thoughts. That sounds disgusting. Yeah, milk with like any juice, I'm pretty sure would be disgusting. Milk. What is milk curdling? Actually. I don't know. Whatever. It just seems like yeah. I'm pretty sure it clumps up into like little solid bits, and then I guess the water part of milk. Actually, I don't actually know the composition of milk. I just kind of assumed it's like it has water along with all the other stuff that makes up milk. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Either way, disgusting. Hello, X Crystal. Thank you for joining the stream. Just getting along with Honkai Star Rail 3.4 story. But the cards are gone. Who would have taken them? You just said you found them. Oh, it's the box. But this box is just out in the open. What? Huh? What's this underneath? Peculiar messages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do re mi fa sol la ti? Stamped. Paw print. Bubbles? Are these animal footprints? Nice cards. All looking good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don Hung and Void Ranger Jive. Hey, don't go change the words. The closest thing I had to that I might even think of ingesting is cheese and pomegranate being on a cheese platter. Oh, I mean, sure. Yeah, I mean, cheese is like kind of just like milk, but solid. I don't know. I don't like pomegranate much. Like, eating the fruit is way too much trouble, and the juice is it's not that it's too sour. There's something about the taste, and it makes my teeth feel really gritty. So yeah, I don't like pomegranates. Oh, I see now. These sneaky little ones. So that's what they've been up to. The ones from Remembrance Maze, you mean? Mem? Meh. Yep, let's head to the back of the courtyard. Yeah, so Phainon's got a bad taste of fashion and food. Excuse me. I am not Ayaka sprinting over a rock. Thank you. I'm normal running over a rock. Suspicious weeds. What? The entrance should be around here somewhere. Right here, the path to the maze is hidden under all these weeds. It's been too long since we visited the fairies. Fairies? An entrance? Did you forget we used to visit them all the time when we were little? Alright, let's do this. These weeds need to go. Do I start clearing the weeds? Pa! Oh, never mind. Pretty sure this should be the way. Oh. Okay. There it is, the entrance in the hollow in the tree. Once you get through the tight squeeze in the hollow, you will reach their dwelling, the Remembrance Maze. I wonder if I can still squeeze through there. Maybe worry about whether the fairies will let you in. After all, the Remembrance Maze has an invitation-only rule. Only children with pure hearts are welcomed. My Trailblazer profile should get me in, right? What are you talking about? Trailblazer profile? What's that? Regardless, how about we try getting through the hollow first? After you, then. Eh? Oh, sure. I'll go first. So hasty, as always. Looks like it's just us now. Care to finish the chat? To be honest, from the moment I saw the cute note left by the fairies, my intuition became even more certain. Perhaps when we step into the maze again after all these years, the wheels of fate will finally start turning. What makes you say that? Don't tell me you're behind all this. What if I am? What do you do? Ooh, mischievous siren. Just kidding, don't read too much into it. But you know what? Even if fate is set on its path, no matter where it steers the world, if we're together, there's nothing to worry about, right? So, if you're willing... forget it. If the wheels begin to turn, that's when I'll make my request. I made it. That wasn't easy. I can't remember the last time I came here. We were still kids back then. Wait a minute. Are you? Is that Mem? Oh, never mind. Look, it is. Who it is? Rennie and Snowy. Is this cycle's tribute? Mem is a fairy now. Oh, frick, I didn't see it. Oh, it's a different colored Mem. Whoa, look, it's finally back. Memmy. Different colored Mem. Different voice. Snowy, you've grown so tall and dashing, I couldn't even tell it was you at first. We had to grow up sometime. Well, look at Rennie. She hasn't changed one bit. How fascinating. My short queen. Perhaps I'm like you, Mem. Just another fairy of the maze? Mem's purple now? Did you dye your fur? Dye? Mem's always been this lovely shade of lavender. Dolamem, Ralamem, Millimem, Phalamem. Ah, I've missed these cute little troublemakers. We used to gather around the fire singing and dancing, imagining all our future journeys. Without coming back here, those memories might have faded away entirely. How could you, Snowy? You swore you wouldn't forget about us, but you were gone so long you almost did. Well, he's just copying those bars from his stories, being all melodramatic. He couldn't forget about you all, even if he tried. Actually, we're here for the Oracle cards. Have you seen them? Oh, the Oracle cards. Right, the chief asked us to get those. Chief? You mean Dolamem? What do they need the cards for? If they want a reading, they could just ask me. I'm not sure, but Chief specifically wanted to meet with you all. Let's see, they should be... That's it, this way everyone. Watch your step, the trunk's slippery. Hey, it's actual Mem. Chief, Rennie, and Snowy have returned. Never mind, different hairstyle. Why do leaves and branches grow? Which way does the wind blow? In Remembrance Maze's depths, we seek to find the answers future left behind. Welcome back, my dear children. Oh, go on, reduced to atoms. I thought you'd be a pink Mem. Now that was poetry. Pink ones, that's strange. I don't recall any pink fairies in the Remembrance Maze. Have you seen any Chief Dolamem? Oh, Chief, you haven't changed a bit. Still so full of life. Is this not pink? Is Dolamem not pink? Am I blind? Or is... it looks pink to me. No need to fuss, my child. You haven't forgotten, have you? As long as our songs are sung, the children of the maze will live on. Just as our paths stay forever linked. Here, take it. I'm sorry I had to resort to such methods to bring you here. This is... as I've written... Okay. We're getting stuff from the Vortex of Genesis here now. My book of Oracle cards. Thank you for keeping it safe. You know you can always just ask if you want me to divine something. Still, bring us here like this after so long. Is something wrong, Chief? Yes. The Veil of Evernight whispers to us once more, tells of a new fairy who will soon enter the maze. Mem? Indeed, every time a new fairy arrives in the maze, it means that beyond the veil and the vast lands far from Ides Elysiae, a great calamity is on the horizon. Oh boy. Dolamem continues to explain in greater detail. But if that's the case, our journey will have to be cancelled. If disaster's coming, we should stay in Ides Elysiae just to be safe. What about all the people out there? What are we planning to do? That's a good point, but what difference could Siren and I make? We weren't planning to be gone for long, just enough time to hone our abilities. Phainon would train in Custom Kremnos while I would seek the Fate Titan's blessing in Janisopolis. Then we'd return to Ides Elysiae to keep our village safe. It's okay, I can still practice my swordplay here. Some things you can learn on your own. Well, probably. That's not very convincing. Here's a thought. Let's have Siren do a reading. If fate wishes to show us its path, we might find some peace of the mind. But what if we don't like what the cards tell us? Then we'll stand against it until the very end. So I feel the same way. Perhaps it's better not to. No. And you stand against it until the very end. Never thought of doing it that way before. Is this where he gets his that I won't submit to this idea of fate? This partner will do it your way. Whatever the cards show, we'll face it together. Ask with a true heart, and truth shall answer in kind. Close your eyes and let's open the oracle card book together. Let your thoughts flow like stars drifting on the river, carried by fireflies and gentle winds. Your destiny is flowing towards the same future. Now, shall we begin? Oh my, the cards are quite responsive today. Very well, let's see what the future the oracle cards wish to show us. Turn to the first page of cards, oracle cards. Reveal the Weaver. Aggie? Hey, it's Aggie. Behold, behold. I was gonna say a man and then say Diogenes, but Aglaia is the woman. Behold, the Weaver. It connects the romantic threads of the chrysalis of gold, weaving all destinies into golden silk that flows towards the most brilliant, magnificent future. Thank you very much, Diogenes, for barging into Plato's, I think it was Plato's, one of his lectures, and just throwing Plato's definition of man at him. A dance of thread and blades set the stage. So shall it end as gracefully as it started. Such elegance. The gold weaver must be of noble birth. Such high standing. I doubt someone like me could ever reach it. Reveal the gatekeeper. Tribios. This is the gatekeeper who guides people to their true path among myriad passages. We have surrendered our countless senses, dedicating ourselves to the sacred whispers within the temple. Wait, it almost feels like I can hear the echoes within a temple. And are those children singing? It feels overwhelmingly solemn, yet strangely comforting. Reveal the ruler. Which one is this? Maide? It is. The ruler stands for discipline, authority, and glory, but frequently also points to isolation and warfare. Even should you pledge your loyalty to me as the last sovereign, the glory shall be mine and mine alone. He who has slain a king can no longer bear the title. Let the withering lion walk his last path alone. Is this showing us a ruler who forsook their people? Stories of such bloodshed like this feel so distant from Ides Elysiae, but they sure can stir the imagination. Reveal the traveler. This is me! This is me, right? Oh, it's Cypher. Ah, the traveler, our little trickster, always hiding behind other cards, disguising itself. What a rare catch. Over here? Or perhaps here? Gotcha! You'll have to be quicker than that. That teasing voice, just like a child playing hide and seek. Surely only a master of mischief could pick up this card. Check the other cards. Turn the second page of Oracle cards. Reveal the servant. We got Annexa. We got Hyacine. Which one was this? Frit. Is this? No, this can't be phainon, is it? I adjusted my sitting position, or started to adjust it, and now my leg is cramping. Frick! Servant? Which one is servant? Frick. Is it from, which of the Crisis heirs? Frick? I don't know. Ow. Can my leg stop cramping? Oh, wouldn't phainon be deliver? I mean, that's what I was thinking, but like, I don't know. This is Hyacine. This is Anaxagoras. Who of the remaining ones would be servant? I don't actually remember, like, all of them. We got... freaking... and it's supposed to be 12, right? So we got... no, Tribi. Tribi was Gatekeeper. So we got Weaver, that's Aglaia. Gatekeeper, Tribi. Ruler is Maide. Traveler is, Cypher. Oh wait, and phainon is right here anyway. This is Hyacine. This is Anaxa. Let's see, whatever, servant. Oh, what? It's Castris. This card, the servant, is surprisingly light, bearing the cool scent of Antilla flowers just like starlight. Why is it Castris? It symbolizes new life and hope. He often brings to mind struggle, sadness, and loss. These precious flowers I care for with my own hands. Are they destined to bloom only in death's embrace? It sounds so solemn, yet tinged with an inescapable sorrow. Reveal the healer. Hyacin? The humble healer may seem gentle in hue, but its courage outmatches any other, strong enough to melt even the coldest ice. Do you think it'd be a escorter or something? Yeah, escorting to the nether realm or something. I'll do my best to help you mend all fractures and let sunlight shine on every corner of the world. Make a pinky promise to me. No more going back on your word. Hey, this card really speaks to me. Makes me really want to protect as much as I possibly can. Still, protecting everything everywhere seems like a dream. What amazing power would you need for that? Reveal the scholar. Alright, Anaxagoras. Behold, the scholar, bearer of many names, the grand musician, the great performer, the eye of wisdom, and the defiler of Circes. Oh, there's just one card? With all those titles, I was expecting a whole deck. Adromas draped in finery will suffice. It's succinct enough to best summarize my true nature. Wait, what's with that condescending tone? It's almost as if it knows what we're about to say. I mean, Cyrene is divining, so... Check the other cards. Alright, phainon. The Deliverer. According to the tripartite prophecy, this card means absolute harmony and perfection. In fact, it's the only oracle card without a dark side. Oh? Phainon is pure. Phainon is pure of heart. He is uncorruptible. He may turn into a Lord Ravager, but he will still defy Nanook, right? Right? What? No Divine Whispers this time? It's you! It literally looks like you! Oh, silly. This is simply the card you drew for yourself. The sleepy village of Ides Elysiae, in just one fleeting moment, welcomed an array of legendary figures. The Weaver, the Gatekeeper, Ruler, Traveler, Servant, Healer, and Scholar. Their stories and wishes showed the village boy glimpses of a world larger than he'd ever imagined. They brought tales of raging battles, of cities crowned in holy light, and of wonders beyond his understanding. Each story so far removed from his simple village life. Once, these were just images on his friend's oracle cards, and yet destiny now stirs in resonance with the maze. And now, they are right in front of one's eyes. The Deliverer, this card again. Ah, my child, it seems you're destined to bear the wishes of many, to answer the world's call. Bear their wishes? Yes, just like Kefli, standing eternal atop the mountain. My parents, they only wished for me to grow up well, to help around the village, stay out of trouble. Mrs. Pythias wished for more books in her little schoolhouse, wanted us to learn and grow, and little Piso, he wants to grow up strong just like his father, to become a hunter. Is that my purpose? To fulfill their wishes? Perhaps for a true deliverer, such wishes are but droplets in an ocean. After all, Kefli bears the weight of the entire world. Right, how could any human possibly measure up to a Titan? I wonder too. Perhaps... What's this? Why is it showing this? Well, you see our future is written in the cards, or rather, the people you'll meet on your journey. Sometimes fate can guide us when we're lost. Let's consult fate itself. Maybe then we'll know why we must take this path. And learn just how many burdens one must bear to become a true deliverer. Healer, Servant, and Traveler. Well, if it isn't our little deliverer, why are they speaking to me directly? Or to phainon? My wish? Just let me whine and dine and soak up the sun for another millennium or two. I mean, what's the point of dying rich if you never lived rich? Alright, Princess Homebody? Cypher, that's not how I see it. My one wish is to find that missing piece in my life, to feel someone's embrace once more. That warmth, I felt it before, and it's my dearest memory. And speaking of riches, she still wants to hug someone. Does she remember that hug she had with me when she couldn't kill me? For someone with all these treasures behind your divine power, you've led a pretty cheap life. Ouch, where did that come from? Right for the jugular, huh? Look away. What about our friend from the Grove? My wish came true before I touched the sky. I transformed my healing power into gentle sunlight, distributing it equally to every life I cherished and loved. You two are so selfless, aren't you? No surprise Aglaia wanted to do for the flame chase journey. You know what? I did have one wild dream, to know what it feels like being born a noble lady drowning in riches. Just think, if I traded places with that seamstress, me in the mansion, her in the streets, I'd like to see if she'd still become the gold weaver then. Maybe then I'd even take her place. Can we jump right in can we jump in and fit right into their convo? Doesn't sound like an easy task. One will embrace equal healing and perhaps living free? We're all wishing for a kind of world, in their own way. Alright, Maide. Phainon, since when did you become so timid, asking such juvenile questions about wishes? What's that supposed to mean? And what's with that condescending tone? No way I became friends with this half-naked show-off, right? Sorry to disappoint, but you end up being close friends. You'll be the kind of friends who think nothing of sitting shoulder to shoulder in a hot bath. Just what kind of life am I gonna lead? What are you mumbling to yourself now? Whatever. The wishes of the phainon warriors are done. But I survived 1,000 deaths only to fall to a coward's blade, that masked flame weaver who struck from behind. Phainon, you look. Never mind, that blank look tells me you're completely lost. My wish is simple. One honest duel, face to face, blade to blade. Then I'll strip away that mask with my own hands. Nothing but violence and vengeance. This person's wish is nothing short of brutal. So, those eyes burn with the noble pride I read about. This wish, I shall not forget. Alright, Naxa. Phainon, my student. Must we go over this again? Listen well. I detest the word wish. It reeks of mortals crawling before their gods. My life's work is done. All that remains is for you to take the final step and prove the ultimate truth. I, an Exagorus, shall become the god of the New World. Through irrefutable logic, I'll prove that mortal wisdom can achieve divine greatness. Isn't he, you know, a little... I mean, I just daydream about hero stories, but he's fantasizing about becoming a titan? Careful, that's your future teacher you're talking about. Well, that's something. Could I ever be that sure of myself? Alright. Personal wishes? I have none. Only the era nova matters. The world's rebirth? Yet if I am to weave a new era, then may it be one where kindness and her cleaners shall never tread. These crawling parasites have no place in Okema, especially not under the deceitful claim of human rule. That noble lady? The way she speaks, it's like ice in my veins. She's truly selfless in her dedication. What are you gonna say, Tribby? Not exactly the warmth I'd expect from some selfless. Teacher, perhaps you could share your wishes with us? No, Snow, you want to know about our wishes now? I wish to meet Trian again, in the Sea of Flowers where the west wind ends. So this one is Tribby, right? Trian is the one with the one eye covered with hair, and Trinon is the one with the mask, I think. And Aggie, I want you to see that. I want to see you shed that golden thread cocoon around your heart. Just once more. Smile at us again, like that bright-eyed girl in the white who stood before the Janisopolis temple. Finally, I pray that the footsteps of lost souls no longer wander aimlessly, instead replaced by the bright songs of prayer. Are we wishing for too much? Well, let's say these three wishes represent Trian and Trinon too. Those wishes are truly wonderful. They even stir something deep inside me. Then we can rest easy, because only you can make these wishes come true. Only me? Mark these words, Snowy. See you tomorrow. No! Alright. Yeah, is this gray? Is this not pink? Is this just gray? I don't freaking know. So tell me, has the uncertainty in your heart begun to fade? So many faces in my future, so many wishes. Still, why would fate choose to show us this path? What's weighing on your mind? Didn't you say disaster would strike Amphorius? If so, shouldn't Siren and I stay in Ides Elysiae? How could we possibly meet all these people? This calamity is what sets you on your journey. If that's true, then who will protect everyone in Ideas Elysiae? Cyrene, may I have that deliverer card? Of course, but why? Although those voices, visages, and wishes may seem far away now, I can't ignore the sense that something's calling me, bidding me to take hold of it. Maybe its true weight can only be known once it's in my grasp. In that case, accept this gift. Oracle cards carrying time's wisdom, blessed by Ornyx. May they journey with you, become your memories, and spark rippling waves of change in times to come. I'll hold these words close to my heart. But now that I'm holding them, they don't seem all that different from ordinary playing cards. Oh, uh-oh. What's going on outside? What's happening? Flame Reaver attack? Everyone, we've got big trouble, Memi. Burning smoke everywhere. It's all coming from beyond the maze. What's going on? It's here. The seeds of disaster have already taken hold, sooner than we had foreseen. This time, not even the Veil of Evernight can shield us. You mean Ideas Elysiae will be swept up in the prophesied catastrophe? I'm afraid so. My children, take shelter in the Remembrance Maze. One step outside and this horror will consume you both. But my parents, the whole village. We need to save them, now. Is this calamity a Titan's doing? Are we facing the 3 Titans of Calamity? This is beyond any Titan, beyond any danger you could overcome with strategy alone. It's an unspeakable horror that twists all life into abominations that never bleed nor cry. Even Titans fall to its corruption. Black Tide, burning from within until only empty shells remain, knowing only death and destruction. The Black Tide, that's what this calamity truly is. It consumes all in its path, sparing none but the Remembrance Maze. Not even Titans can. Yes, so please don't leave this forgotten realm the gods abandons. You're the first to uncover our presence, and the only two who can enter the maze. What about me? What? We don't wish for you to throw your lives away. We? Phainon, what path do we take? Protect those who must be protected. I want to see what the others say, but I don't know if it'll give me like the dialogue choice back. I mean, this is the one, like you said earlier, that we would even whether we knew the prophecy, we'd do that. Hello, Typo by Tara. What's up? Up is subjective. Thanks. Up depends on your point of view. Moment. Not much, just chatting. I mean, yeah, I'm just getting along with the Honkai Star Rail 3.4 story. Thanks for joining the stream. I wanted a sword to protect those close to me. If I run now, I'll never be worthy of lifting a blade again. Don't we know what we must do? Indeed, our friend is right. We must take action. Forgive me, Chief, but Ideas Elysiae needs us, and as our child, I must act. Very well. Make sure you protect yourselves. With me, Cyrene. Join us, my friend. Even without a sword, I'll take a rake. Even with the roughest steel, I'll keep our home safe. Deliverer. How's it going? I exist. I think. The card's truth extends beyond its mere literal meaning. There's another hidden layer within. Not someone perfect born from the start, standing high above, casting merciful gazes upon the world. One who starts from a small from a humble village, expanding their world within, step by step, learning to save others as they grow. When we were little, I told him I wished this world would never need a deliverer. Now that wish has shattered, yet I'm glad he's chosen to walk this path. And all of this happened because you believed in him, friend. Shall we? It's only when you're by our side, that phainon and I, that our hearts find their courage. I know you're watching us right now, aren't you? Great hero from the future. Okay. Am I the great hero? Or something? I don't know. Deliverer. Such cruel irony. Though destined to bear the world's burden, this boy can never become the hero to bring forth the dawn. What are you talking about? Don't tell me I'm the one who has to deliver salvation. Are you here just to spoil the story? All their path echo, bear witness as this man, forever denied the mantle of hero, takes his first step on the path to deliverance. Watch this memory play out its final act. See with your own eyes how everything began. So is this actually like going in the past of the cycle, or has Era Nova actually occurred and this is the next one? Then we'll see why this dream of deliverance is always destined to become this world's requiem. There's a follow here. Thank you for following. Sun is red as blood, wheat fields turning to dust, and heart of it all, a village aflame. In that moment, the boy stood at what felt like the end of existence itself. Yeah, what the heck? Where's his outfit? Where's his fancy outfit? I know he was, like, back in ID's Elysia, he wouldn't have had it, but still. These creatures, they're everywhere. Someone, anyone. Where are you? Phainon. No, it can't be. That's his parents! That's his parents, isn't it? Is gaining part in your daily routine? Sure, I do play video games often. I mean, I play gacha games, so I have to do dailies. Why did you... You... Are you talking to me? I don't want to die. Weren't we best friends forever? Oh, it's one of his friends, okay. No, that ribbon. Livia, no. I should have known. What could you have done though? Save us! Save us! Please, no. Stop. Please stop. Oh, Olivia, I'm so sorry. And these monsters, they're all transformed members, or transformed people of ID's Elysia. Why? Why is this happening? When the black tide arrived, the wavering boy found resolve in his companions, and together they ran toward their first battlefield. In the far-off future, the land of Enforce would bear the marks of the hero's footsteps. With sword in hand, he would inscribe an eternal mark in the golden epic. An eternal mark in the golden epic. And when dawn broke over scorched earth, a boy covered in wounds buried the dead one by one, his silence heavier than the earth he moved. His home, his past, his name, all buried beneath the soil. Glad to hear that. What do you mean? Glad to hear that I play gacha games and thus have to do dailies. What I do besides gaming, I'm currently learning doing some software engineering, although professionally unemployed. His feet carried him forward over the pillar of stone, beyond the chalice of plenty, through the deadly fogs of the hand of shadow. He wandered without direction, like a withered leaf drifting in the wind. Through countless city-states, the smiling visage of the white-haired swordsman was etched into memories. White-haired, not black-robed. What about Siren? Where's Siren in all of this? Yet he did not walk without purpose. Deep in his heart, a voice always guided him forward to fulfill the wishes he had inherited, to brave peril, and to do all that was within his power to save those who needed saving. I mean, was Siren... Like, Siren we know was supposedly killed in the... I'm just gonna say current cycle as the one referring to when the cycle that was going on when we arrived on Emphorius. Siren was killed prior to that. But, like, it's not mentioned here at all. I still don't know if this is, like, this current cycle or the one after Era Nova? Like the past of the current cycle. Those words his friend spoke long ago, when his journey began, lingered, like those who must be protected. The words were few, but they gave him all the certainty he needed. That's what it means to be ordinary and choose to be more. Onward he walked until the call of the flame-chased journey thundered across the land. In a vision painted by prophecy, humanity would triumph over the gods, seize the core flames, and ignite a new dawn for Emphorius. Oh, so you're looking for a job? Yep. Software engineering. Unfortunately, market's not good, but gotta keep trying. Yet losses are constant on the flame-chased journey, where life too seems as small as a speck of dust. Only one who treats the world as their teacher can bear its eventual destiny. Are you prepared for such teachings? The voice within spoke, and he answered softly, "No matter. My existence is of no consequence." When the Gold Weaver called, he answered, traveling to the Holy City. There the elders met his warrior spirit with nothing but scorn, condemning him to the barracks and duration. No one saw it coming, not the world, not even him. Yet this nameless recruit stood at the gates of legend. And there, at last, he found the ones who would walk his path right beside him. Act 2. Trial. This is the Abyss of Fate. Best of luck, man. Thanks. Ah, hold on. Phainon's here too? Is that my day in Phainon? And now, Act 2 of our immersive drama unfolds. They're evacuating the temple? Why now? Are you insane? That blonde man is the Crown Prince of Kremnos. Mess with him, and every last person in the city could wind up dead. Calm yourselves. The Holy Maiden has everything under control. We need only wait patiently. Behold, it is the month of Gate Light Calendar 4926. The Crown Prince of Kremnos, Midamos, has led his forces to the gates of Okama. Any other games I like to play? I play Tetrio, and some League. I have some other games in my backlog that I mean to get to, but Tetrio is the main other one right now. Tetrio is an unofficial kind of Tetris game. Can't say Tetris because that's licensed, or can't actually use Tetris because that's licensed. But yeah. As you know, though Midamos was proud, he did not engage in needless violence. He challenged the elders of Okama to a duel, not for glory, but for the rights and dignity of his people, to ensure they wouldn't live as second-class citizens in foreign lands. After Aglaya's meditation, Phainon met Midamos' challenge as the elders' representative. The duel was to change the course of the flame-chase journey itself. So, as Phainon's most important companion, his lifelong friend, please, continue to bear witness to his memories. Is this your idea of an honorable duel? Bloodshed is in the way. We and Egi don't want to see crisis heirs turn on each other. True warriors know when to sheathe their blades. The impartial Talanton shall oversee this duel. You need only place your offerings upon their scales. Something that is more fate than the weight of the world. Have you ever tried Souls games like that, though? No, I have not. I'm not particularly interested, but, you know, maybe someday. I don't know. I don't think I have a particular, specific interest in any particular genre, so maybe I will like some of the Souls games. Just have to see when I get to one. Which means only those who understand the world's way are worthy to carry it. Is this how you plan to test our convictions? Well, Kremnon, looks like you won't be able to punch your way through this one. It makes no difference. One last chance, new recruit. Walk away, and I'll spare your life. Otherwise, come and face me. I'll give you a warrior's death. Hard to imagine they once clashed like this. Okay, so I guess it was the memories. Holy Maiden, I can't help but feel like a pawn that has stumbled into some greater political game. Every hero was once a child, and every child must grow. I've heard that those games are really good but hard too. Well, yeah, the Dark Souls games and Elden Ring. Yeah, they do have good reviews. That's so? I don't even know why I'm standing here right now. Look at me, just a common soldier. Since swordsmanship won't decide this winter, Lady Goldweaver should be here instead. My devotion to the Holy City could never compare to hers. What if we told you this duel isn't about winning or losing, but rather in the choice you make? Are you saying that Lady Goldweaver is testing me? Every crisis era is indispensable to the flame chase journey, and you and the Crown Prince of Kremnos are both a part of the prophecy. Well, the duel marks is not an ending, but a beginning, so listen to your heart. We wish only to hear your answer. True enough, the voice within has never failed me. It doesn't matter what the result is, I'll give it everything I have. Spoken like a crisis heir. Now go, phainon, your journey has only just begun. That's right, comrade, it's time for us to teach that proud prince a lesson together. Someday he too will be your comrade. Me? With him? Don't joke around like that. Still, on the topic of the Temple of the Three Fates... Here we are at the Temple of the Time Titan, and I don't even know how Siren's studies are progressing. We haven't really had much contact since I set out. Still, I hope she's doing well. Anyway, let's go, comrade. It's not every day you get a chance to see Talanton's scales of justice. What's going on? Did you just say Siren's studying here? But how's that possible? Wasn't she? Yeah, she was supposedly killed. She was, like, phainon himself thought she was killed. Of course Lygus disappears right when I need answers. Forget it, I need to catch up with phainon first. Amazing. Talanton may have fallen, but their scales remain true to their purpose. Hello, Saridra. I hope you'll still remember your purpose, new recruit. You seem awfully confident, Kremnon. Let's see how you define the idea of wait. For your information, in Castrum Kremnos, punishment for profaning a duel with such crooked words is impalement. But as we're in foreign lands, I'll indulge you. The signet of Kremnos, the crown jewel of our people, that's my choice. A ring? Not just any ornament, I'd wager. What's the story behind this little treasure? Don't push your luck. Think I'd pour my heart out to you? Just know that Kremnos' 1,000 years of glory could bring a titan to its knees, let alone a nobody like you. So to him, glory and his people outweigh the entire world. And the very destiny that Maide himself will eventually shoulder. I'm from Texas, and you, if you don't mind me asking. I am from California. It is 11:08 p.m. Oh, Trinon. Don't overthink it, phainon. Trust your heart. That's easy for you to say. I'm just a holy city guard up against Kremnos' walking war machine for the prince. Don't you think this is a little bit too unfair? Alright. That is a tough one. What can I possibly offer against a ring that signifies so much? Well, comrade, what does your gut tell you? Your tarot card thing? Yep. The Deliverer card, the blade you carry, a heart of steel. I don't know. Looks like we really are on the same wavelength. In the end, there's only one thing I can trust. The Deliverer that appeared in my life that day. How ironic. I can't even look at this card properly, much less follow where it leads. Just thinking about how my village was followed by the Black Tide makes my hand shake. The flames, the streams, my utter failure to protect anyone. Speaking rationally, I know it's not nearly enough. At Izolizii was just a small village. It's lost barely a scar on Amphorius' face. But here and now, my heart says something else. This card, it's everything I've left. Nothing weighs heavier. Perhaps that itself is the answer. Siren's here now. Look, phainon. It's so nice to see you all again, Lady Trinon, phainon, and... Hello, seeing you here shares a sweet surprise. I just noticed, has this siren ever referred to me by name? Has she ever referred to me as Echo? Huh. Siren? But how? Did I stumble into the wrong Amphorius? Why so surprised? Could it be, did you miss me? Siren? This is incredible. I was literally just thinking about how you might be here, but I never imagined I'd see you this soon. If you don't mind, can I ask you something? Okay. Yeah, I was supposed to leave with the priest, but then I heard Lady Maiden was with a white-haired young man. I figured it had to be you, so I snuck back here. Okay. Yeah, that's sorry for you. Unfortunately, this isn't a good time for reminiscing. That phainon over there. Still playing houseboy? You get the idea. Quite the hothead. You know, you two just might get along. Don't worry, you already know what the answer is, don't you? If that's your choice, I'm with you. I'm with you because I remember it all too. The fields of Ides Elysiae, those red leaves, that little swing of mine beneath a tree where I dreamed the sweetest dreams, and those dear fairies in the Remembrance Maze. It hurts so much knowing they're gone forever. Remembrance Maze is gone too? I thought the Dolomem said like it was the only place there that would be unaffected. That's why she was asking us to stay as well. The pain speaks for itself. Our hometown may have been just a tiny village, but to us, it was the whole world. But that's not enough, phainon. Not nearly enough. Even though hatred can help people grow and turn a boy into an unbreakable warrior, what we need right now is victory. You can't just stack the scales with your past suffering. You have to throw the weight of your future onto them as well. Why don't we have a cool logo on Twitch? I haven't bothered making one. The future? What do you mean? That was a bit too cryptic for you, but it's actually really simple. Want to have our mutual friend here stand on scales with the deliverer. How about it? Can you help us? Wouldn't that be cheating? Yeah, relax. Our dear crown prince won't have a clue. Let's try that. Okay. The fate of Okama hangs on this duel. I must claim victory for their sake. I'll stake everything I have. Stand with me, comrade, and we shall become heroes. Remember the past and become the hero of tomorrow. Let's. Together we'll prove that weighs more than the fate of the world. Is the resolve to shoulder an immutable let's prove that what weighs more than the fate of the world is the resolve to shoulder an immutable past and carry it into the future. Oh, can I make something cool for you? No thanks, I'll figure it out in time. To Lanton, the fair, the just, they of unassailable integrity, the challengers have made their choices. In the name of the Holy Maiden of the Three Fates, lower your scales, weigh destiny, and reveal unto us your verdict. Your offering is a card? Yes, a flimsy little card. That is my choice. Just know that it's called the Deliverer. Okay. Okay, bro. I figured. I'm sorry, but an account made like at the end of May and then you're coming in like that very obviously didn't read like the 2 sentences of rules I set. I don't really have a reason. Like, I'm sorry. No. I had a feeling from the beginning, the way that they came in and the way that they were talking. Like, I am not interested. Like, when I feel like it's time, I'll reach out. Maybe I'll commission someone, or I'll make something myself. But like, yeah, these people. What are these people? Are they like? Are they actual people seeking to make stuff? I mean, like, sure, yeah. If they want to make something, okay. But like, I have it in the rules down the bottom. That's like my one rule that I made last time or last time or something. Moving on. Interesting. Very well. If you can beat me with this card, then that's what I'll call you from now on. It's a deal. The scales. They're wavering. Talanton is deliberating on the outcome. It appears the convictions of both sides are equally matched. This is suffocating, like the whole world's weight is on my shoulders. But I believe what my heart tells me. That's what Talanton sounds like? Okay. Finally decided? Hear thee, children of humanity, I shall pronounce judgment, for the difference is now clear. The one whose offering weighs more than the fate of the world is one from Ides Elysiae, the nameless hero. However, heed this. The true weight of conviction originates not from itself, but rather in that which tips the scales, hope itself. What's that supposed to mean? I think the tide means that it's not anyone's personal convictions that outweigh the fate of the world. It's about a wish, one which we all share. You, me, everyone here. What tipped the scales wasn't Phainon's conviction alone, but the collective hopes carried by this oracle card, humanity's desperate call for a deliverer. Yes, even you and your people come known. Placing us both on the same side of the scales? Foolish. We Cremnons are your mortal enemies. Such weak idealism will only get you skewered on our spears. Fine by me. I've never claimed to be a deliverer from the card anyway. I'm a soldier, and if it's my fate to bleed my last on the battlefield, then so be it. I'll fight to my last breath, and on this, I know we're the same. That's all a hero really is. Someone with all that kind of conviction, and the deliverer, just some of those heroes. A brilliant explanation. Ooh, Aglaya and Hyacinth are here too. Just as prophesied. On this day, the final two heroes shall join the flame chase journey. Me and Phainon? I should have known from the start. They all say Lady Goldweaver is quite brazen, but you're the first to even imagine that prophecies could persuade a Cremnos warrior. Okay, Phainon and my day. Oh, I have 1,000 ways to tame a lion, but this lion didn't come here for bloodshed, did he? The Cremnons far outmatch Okame's forces, yet we haven't lost a single soul. That's no accident, is it? Do you honestly think Cremnons renowned for our love of battle would show mercy? Your forces are equally renowned for their iron discipline. And so, we can only assume that this is on your orders. Perhaps Okama isn't as hidebound as the rumors say. We grasp a true marrow power more clearly than those elders. Now that the wheels of fate are turning, what finer way to celebrate this fortuitous encounter than a feast? Follow me, brave Outlanders. Heroes of this world are as countless as the stars, and at this moment, we find ourselves gathered here by the light of the flames of the long night. History shall remember this moment. The prophesied crisis eras now stand assembled, heralding a new dawn for Amphorius. You must see it now, how different this is from the flame chase journey you traveled. So, is this a new cycle? Where do you disappear to? Just whose memories are these, and whose role am I playing? Who? Perhaps the role is not that of a person who really existed. Notice how only two particular individuals seem aware of your presence? Yeah, it's kind of weird how Triby didn't, like, I was standing on the scale, but Maide was like only a card. Triby was like only a card, so only Phainon and Cyrene has noticed me. Did Dolamem notice me? I actually can't remember. Patience. We're approaching the final act. These are, as I mentioned, his first memories. They are of particular importance for the imminent era nova. Such as this very moment, as the prophesied demigods gather with Talanton as witness. This is a moment calculated by the gods. What comes after is no different from that which you already know. Some join, others leave, while flame chasers bear their faint light toward the long night. I'm gonna have to be right back. Give me a... 火を追う者たちは尾行を背負い、長夜の中を懸命に進み続けるのです。 Alright, I've returned.
さあ
Come, come, your seat awaits. After 13 heartbeats, our heroes will be ferried to the final scene.
最
Act 3. Resistant crowd. Huh? Siren. They say that the heroes of this world should be as countless as the stars. Yet now we're the only ones left standing. So in the end, the black tide still swallowed everything. Oh boy. But yeah, this isn't quite like the Amphorius of the current cycle. Like, I don't know. Or maybe, wait, maybe this scene was continuing on, no. Or maybe this particular scene was continuing on from the end of 3.3. I don't know. I'm so confused. The west stands protected by Maide's Kremnodes. It will hold for the time being. Professor Naxa deployed wards in the north and east before. Their effectiveness is untested, but I believe in him. And Okema? We needn't fear for Aglaia. Even in death, she counts as the greatest among demigods. Her threads of romance weave an impenetrable shield, and the people answer her call, rallying to the city's defense. Let's move. Keflia has given their core flame. We must complete the Aeronova before the next entry hour. For Amphorius. What's she holding? This is such a pretty scene. That only leaves 3 hours. So, this is the last time we'll see her. Phainon. We set out on this journey to answer the world's desire, didn't we? That's what it means to be a crisis era. So has it always been. Wait, is Siren actually a crisis era? I don't know. Then why? Why must Amphorius' wishes be so cruel? We made the best choices we could, whenever we could. But in the end, the prophecy that led us, this black tide swallowing everything. Why does it look like this? I don't know. But we haven't had any other choice, except to move forward. Not for a long time now. Even if we only see the long, long night ahead, I still believe that through it, we'll find the dawn on the other side. Beyond these flames, a new sun will someday rise. So, to the Temple of the Three Fates. You'll take over Time's authority and will return all the core flames to the vortex, then put this world's fate to its final rest. After which, we shall all face oblivion, or embark on one final grand journey. Act 3, Return. Please forgive us for disturbing your sleep, Ornyx. Yeah, this is very much a different Amphorius. It matters not. I know, fate has run its course. The black tide has reached Okema. Amphorius does not have much time left. It is time for the Aeronova. As agreed, I shall present the core flame of time. Ride the river of time. It will guard your passage to the vortex of Genesis. Step through and witness. Professor Naxa proved the truth of Genesis with his sacrifice. As crisis heirs of the prophecy, we were always destined to immolate ourselves for this world. Now it's our turn. We can't let everyone's sacrifices be in vain. I don't need another pep talk, Phainon. After all, we've been ready to fight fate ever since we left the village, haven't we? Yeah. Come, let's claim the miracle we were promised and burn away every last shadow in this world. And then, rise as the first light of a new world. Light calendar 4931, the third week of the month of Evernight. Welcome, my Lady Echo, to the end of the flame chase. And the end of all things. The Titan has revealed the gateway of fate. Please, accept the invitation to step across the threshold, and behold. Beyond this gate lies the new world that our heroes sought through their trials, as well as the terminus that the owner of these long memories have been hurtling towards their final life. As well as the terminus that the owner... What? Perhaps you'll find it all too familiar. Then you'll understand how the mortal called phainon shouldered the world's weight, how that same burden crushed him, proving that the so-called deliverer is nothing more than Enforce's own delusion, a pitiful fantasy that could defy fate's decree. Please, esteemed one, the answers you seek lie in these non-existent times. Okay, so this is just a cycle of Enforce that never actually happened. That Lygus is presenting to us for, I don't know, to explain stuff, or I don't know. Future revealed by the Titan. Just what will we see? No. Enter the end of destiny. The vortex of Genesis. So it is here, but just what is this? Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. This, it is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. The vortex of Genesis, where the world begins and ends. What stage could be more befitting of our final act? Come, 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 I beseech you onward, buoyed by your surging curiosity. As an unattainable existence that has dwelled within his heart, beyond his reach, you have accompanied him through the march of years uncounted. You naturally have the right to view the river of time in its fullness, and to witness what he welcomed upon his arrival here, every absurd and tragic ending. Now, if you would, keep going to witness the theatrical curtain call. What the heck? None of that matters now. This brutal flame chase journey has stripped away my delusions. I know the future isn't some peaceful paradise with some gentle west winds just waiting to welcome us to step in. None of the core flames here have been returned. What? This will be a romantic story like none has come before. None that has come before. You think so too, right? Isn't this what she said at the end of 3.3? Haven't I seen this scene before? Indeed, in his memories, such a scene replays over and over. Though the details may differ, this remains ever the same. All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. A total of 33,550,335 times. Phainon, you poor boy. Oh, one of the memory things. Another, and another. Each is a drop from the river of time, representing the long journey he would take, or rather, the never-ending cycle. What cycle? I knew it. Sharp as ever, I see. Would he actually have given an explanation if I said like what cycle or I don't know, or is he gonna give it now? Seeing is believing. Why not let your own two eyes uncover the truth? Or perhaps you can simply walk straight to the final truth, see the true face of the character you play, and witness the ultimate nature of the crisis errors, flame chase journey, and cycles of Emporius. So I was playing as someone who wasn't actually me. Well, that's kind of clear, but yeah. But who is the thing? Please, take your time and look around as much as you wish. Eternal Recurrence number 134. Not a single soul to be seen, so this is how the vortex looks at the end of days. Looks like I've got company after all, but since you've made it here... So, in the end you succeeded. Executioner. Who? Who? Who's that? What? Frick. Which one was this? Casterus, didn't you? Yes, I become Death's demigod and shall never again walk the world of the living. What you see is the surging of the river of souls, brought on by the countless dead feeding it in these dark times. They cry out. Though dead, they'll converge into a torrent and guard the vortex to see Aranova fulfilled. That randomly reminds me, are we going to see Acheron here? Because we saw Acheron in the 3.2, right? The one that was focusing on Castorus. We got a cameo, sort of, whatever you want to call it. She wasn't actually there, but at least, I don't know. She sort of delivered us from there. Somehow? I don't know. I will take all the wishes of the departed with me. Please, everyone, fight with me, to the very last. I hear them. The dead hail you. Though prepared. Go on, deliver. We'll keep that executioner in our shadows. The path before you leads to light and eternal flames. Yeah, eternal recurrence number 10,348,765. Okay. Wait, can I actually go through these out of order? I can, but whatever. Eternal recurrence 7,753,021. There's water everywhere. This place is always all wet and sticky. Even my tail's getting heavy. Plus that burnt smell and that sizzling noise. Yikes! Nobody from Dolos could stand this. So you feel it too. Go on then, I'll handle the filth. Do what you need to do. Let me fight with you. Better odds with two. Hey, remember what the seamstress said? You know what really matters. Yeah. I'll leave it to you then. Someone's not shy. Just so you know, I'm not in the business of making losing deals. I'll distract the executioner. You go turn the world's biggest lie to truth. Let me become the first wind of your new world. Who's the executioner? The Flame Reaver? Ah, frick, I forgot to read the number again. Just shut up and get out of here. Are you crazy, Mighty? Immortal or not, even if you're the demigod of strife. I'm still no match for them? No, I know you can. I just wanted to request that you witness the Aranova with me. Together, let's prove that we're enough to transcend the prophesized fate. Could it be that now, at the critical juncture, our mighty deliverer is chickening out? Scared of a stupid prophecy? I'll transcend the prophesized fate, alright, but I've got a better way. As the son of Gorgo, I'll prove myself with one last grand victory, just like when I ripped out the old king's heart. Go, leave this to me. If the black-tide creatures block out the sun, then we Crumnones will fight in the shade. And when I'm done with the executioner, we'll raise our cups where the west winds end. Okay, so that was Eternal Recurrence 2691. Eternal Recurrence 823,156. Is that Ika? It is. Doot doot doot. Hey, little one, are you scared? Doot doot doot. As brave as Hyacinth. Stay close, little Ika. K? Ika with the K? Huh? Fat frick? Doot doot doot. What? No, not you too. Doot doot doot. I see. I won't squander your kindness, your hopes. So please keep this bit of sky standing for me. Doot doot doot. Well, now there's one last thing I need to do before Aranova. Come, executioner. Let this patch of clear sky show me where to strike. Eternal Recurrence 33,550,334. So this was 2 cycles ago, right? Wait, are we the one where me and Don Hung arrived? Is that 35 or 36? Because that bit of trailer, from Phainon's trailer, it showed the number increase at the end. It showed the number increasing from 35 to 36, and 36 is when the trail came into the scene, into the logo. So I'm assuming that the one where Dan Hung and I arrived is 36. I shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle, such is the will of fate. So, even the future revealed by the Titan may not come to pass. The Aranova, this unrivaled masterpiece, I have no regrets that I may entrust it to my most trusted apprentice. Are you saying fate is ever unassailable? The golden threads tell me the black tide rushes towards the vortex, ready to swallow this place. I must weave the last of my humanity into a net to hold back the deluge. I shall have my final bath in warm and radiant gold. Now the hour of fulfillment has come. Wait, so are the prophecies the same for all of them? I don't think so, right? No. What was it? It was like cycle whatever 31. Clearly had a different prophecy, because Aglaia, Castorus, unless, well, it didn't actually show how Aglaia died, but like, Castorus was stabbed protecting Aglaia. Mario, I mean, he was stabbed in the back, so his was the same. Tribi did turn back into the dolls, but unless, I actually don't remember what Castorus' prophecy. Maybe it's different. Maybe it was a different interpretation of it. Cypher wasn't shown. Anaxagoras was shown like stabbed or something. He didn't disappear. He's just laying there dead. Forgive me. I must snip away every risk to weave the strongest future for the new world. There's nothing more to say. We part here. I shall personally dispatch that wretched executioner. Not with threads of gold, but with the steel tip of a needle. Eternal recurrence 24,581,189. Tribi, look. We made it to the vortex. That prophesized future, the flower fields where the west wind ends. Aranova, we're so close now. You can't speak anymore? Please, allow me to pause just a moment before I keep my promise. Let me answer your cruel fate by tearing the executioner's heart from the void. Eternal recurrence, 67,023. Where am I anyway? Okay, we're an immersive story anyway. Yeah, makes sense. Can't go out. The Vortex of Genesis. The last time I was here, I was returning to Core Flame of Reason. I didn't have the time to observe it into too much detail back then, but a holy sanctuary of the Titans looks more like their frozen crypt to me. Well, all the core flames do lie here now. It's my honor to walk the final stretch with a mind such as yours, Professor. Oh ho, getting ahead of ourselves, are we? Have you forgotten so quickly? I died for truth long ago. What walks with you now is but a thought in your mind. Of course, how could I forget that? But I'll say the same to you. It's my honor to walk this final stretch with you too. What the frick? Now go. Now go. Stand tall and finish your final task. Yeah, just leave it to me. Time for that wretched executioner to pay what they owe. So what's this one then? The last one? After... oh, yeah. Talk to Lygus to show the final memory. You really think you're prepared? Allow me to give you a warning, most earnest. Once you see what these memories hide, the world's course will be forever irreversible. Oh? I mean, what other option are you going to give me? Show me the final memory. Very well. As you have made up your mind, let us bear witness together. As the sole audience of this eternal theater, I have been rapturously awaiting your arrival, and this too is the very reason I must show you everything. I believe that, since you've bathed the net Eon's gaze, you can make and force his frozen fate flow once again. Fully? So am I seeing who, like, I am in that story now? Feeling a bit lost? As you now see, this scene marks the final act of the drama Emphorius. This was, yeah, this was the end, like, at the beginning of the thing before Lygus paused, like, that sort of show, or whatever you want to call it, however it was right here. The final eternal recurrence created by this man's hand, and the last one this world shall undergo. So me being here makes it is like supposed to make it its last cycle, huh? Behold, at the swordsman's side stands one he has sometimes called companion, other times comrade, that nameless hero absent from the annals of history. She is the swordsman's ideal in his youth, the deliverer that guided him resolutely onward through fantasy. And now, in the name of the nameless, she has become an essential and inseparable part of the epic of Amphorius. And this time, under her guidance, what choice shall the hero make? Whither shall the fate of the world flow? And what is the ultimate truth of the nature of Amphorius? There are many mysteries yet to be unwound, but, if I may, allow me to temporarily yield the stage to one far more fitting. Please, put your hands together and give a rousing round of applause for they who will reveal the answers and bring about the final end of 336th Flame Chase journey. Why does this look like phainon but not really? The hair color is a little different. And did phainon's pauldron originally like have this sun design? Frick. The master of the countless memories we saw, the other important act now stepping into the vortex. Oh yeah, they who have already burnt their own self to cinder, the Flame Reaver. I don't understand though. I mean, like, it kind of makes sense, but I don't understand how exactly the Flame Reaver is actually, like, how this all works with the Flame Reaver. Aha! This is the scene from that. This is the scene from the trailer or something. Execution, yeah. Oh, combat? Okay. The time has come to once again start everything. I was gonna... Oh, wait. Do I want to turn up the music? I don't know. Wait, this is, old music. Just turn it up. Because apparently there's new music. Oh, even if all creation burns to ash. Frick, I wasn't paying attention to text. Did I miss a line? I hope I didn't miss a line, man. Maybe I should have used Ron Hazel first. I think she's still using D2D, that's what I was thinking, but whatever. "1%, this ends now. With your corpse, I'll ignite the dawn." Is he gonna find out it's him? That was also shown in the trailer or something, right? Yeah. Also white hair. Or is it Kevin or something? I don't know. What the heck is that? What the heck is that? Oh, not exactly what I was expecting. The Sons of Destruction, now twinned. You will set your blood ablaze, your fury. Oh, it's a heavier version of the original theme, or whatever. Okay. Okay, wait, hold on. What is this? Oh, there's so many. And he can't be targeted, okay. Gallagher's thing doesn't have any effect here because I can't. Only the main guy is the buff. Or debuff. That's not exactly ideal. This is not good. I'm gonna die here. I might actually die here. Nah. Wait, yes I will. Never mind, I'm stupid. I don't have enough charge. Oh. Oh, goodbye. Ah, goodbye. This form shall fuel the fire, burn unceasing. I should have used Caster's as well first. You know, maybe Alotra's a better pick here. This is. It's getting kind of annoying. A little overkill. One person alone may witness a miracle, such as the will of fate. But we got two people. We got me and phainon. That person can only be you. So they're trying to kill me or something? Oh, he's saying he's gonna be killed tier 2. Chaos? Chaos? I don't know. What? Alright, well, I guess he's still watching. Alas, Force's fate has begun to shift. Just as I foretold, your arrival will change everything. After all, you've also been bathed in that Eon's gaze, which can awaken the long-dormant instinct inside a man. What? Much like that scepter we spoke of earlier, it was only under the same Eon's glance that it was reborn. Wait, what? Fuli was the one that revived the scepter or something? Wait, what? That's right, if you recall I mentioned it at the very beginning of our play. The celestial body Neuron once belonged to the erudition, abandoned by the Eon. Now, allow me to reveal the final piece of the puzzle for you. The eternal land known as Amphorius is nothing more than the scepter's endless, lonely extrapolation. So, Skrullum and Herta saying, or Skrullum saying that the Emperor is the source of Amphorius's, tragedy is not entirely wrong, but Amphorius only exists because of the scepter. Huh. A bottomless well of fury aimed at the god who cast it aside. So it was doing all of this to figure out a way to kill Noose or something somehow, but it was revived by Fuli? It makes so much more sense if it was like some revived or whatever you want to call it by Nanook. Final Era Nova, before the eternal recurrence begins. Final Era Nova? Phainon. We set out on this journey to answer the world's desire, didn't we? That's what it means to be a crisis era. So has it always been. Then why? Why must Amphorius's wishes be so cruel? This is the music from Phainon's trailer. People were saying it was a mix of Kevin and... I think it's called Kevin. It was a mix of For Kevin and I think it was called... The other one was called just Kevin from Honkai Impact. How long does the song go? I just want to see. You just woke up in the fields, approached by an Axa. I don't actually know if my humming is like in sync, like if there's any audio delay. Cause especially with that friggin' Windows 10 and OBS audio issue that's been present in the recordings at least. We made the best choice we could whenever we could. Yep, saying this again. But at the end, the prophecy that led us, this black tide's following everything. Why does it look like this? Okay. It's a very nice scene, but like... The black tide. Yep. Just the friggin' the false sky or whatever unraveling. You see it too? Those burn marks, the flickering cubes, they're not a tide at all. They're more like a shattered teleslate. Yep. Standing here, the voice of Titans have never been clearer. Turns out, they were coming from the black tide all along. Wait, what? The voices of the Titans were coming from the black tide. What? So the Titans were driving them through. So the way the black tide really works is that it's sort of pretending to be the Titans to drive them towards this. Or is that how it is? Is that Amphorius crying? Or maybe it is screaming at its creator, at its god. Okay. Emphorius is screaming at Noose. Phainon, do you still remember when I was little? I had a dream. A dark, cold room with nothing but Ornyx's curtain glowing like crystal. The curtain seemed to contain all of Emphorius, where strange and fantastic dramas played out within. There were countless versions of us, from countless different worlds. Perhaps it wasn't a dream. Yeah, as I gaze at the world before me, those sorrowful thoughts have become reality. So this is the reason why the sky was sealed. Emphorius is merely a larger Aedes Elysiae. We're just characters in this tiny world, following the prophecy, stepping onto the same journey over and over. Which cycle is this? Is this a cycle at all? I'm so confused. I'm sorry, but, like, I need an explanation on what exactly, like, if this is from a cycle or if this just... What exactly is this scene from? And that whole thing with me, Cyrene, and Phainon in Aedes Elysiae. I mean, that's a continuing on from this, but, like, I assume, but why am I not here? I don't know, I'm so confused. What, then, is this so-called Era Nova? And what are the spectators watching all of this truly hoping for? Characters in a program becoming self-aware. As a reward for reaching the end of the world, let me answer your questions. So does this mean, like, we're never gonna get any of the Crisis Heirs as visitors to the Astral Express? I'm so sad, dude. Misha and Gallagher gone? Bro, I mean, Gallagher was never a visitor, but still. I wanna see them, like... I wanna see them exist outside of Emphorius. I wanna see them on the train. I wanna see them, like, express what they have to say about the outside world. As the Theros, I have observed. Thus is the synthesis of the prime mover of life formed. I still don't understand this. And he's back, you know. Unless this is talking about something else, but he's back to not being destroyed. This is a moment the universe will remember. After millions of extrapolations, the experimental environment known as Emphorius has finally achieved results. Where am I? What is this? So the results you speak of are this wreckage of a world? Or is this that cycle that was just from that scene where they're observing how Emphorius has a bunch of cubes and stuff, how it's like all a simulation? And that part where me and Phainon were facing against Flame Reaver was cycle whatever 36. 33,550,336. We gave everything we had, returning 12 core flames to recreate the world, and in return we become nothing more than sacrificial offerings at the end of everything. Exactly. The Titans are Crisis Heirs of the past, and Crisis Heirs are the Titans of the futures. Anaxagoras' theories of Era Nova holds true. What? Okay, so then, what? How do these cycles actually work then? What? I'm so confused. As the model of reason, he reached unprecedented heights. But from just the perspective of a player in the drama, he could never fully uncover the last layer of truth. How it's the cycles, like... I don't understand. The cycles of the hero's journey that I've played out until now were never about creating a new world of perfect heroes and gods. They were a deep learning program made for the Black Tide. I don't think... Okay... I don't think... Do they know what deep learning means? By this time your plot will fail. I've taken Kefli's core flame and the dawn of a new world arrives. Its light will burn away all the darkness. Haven't I made myself clear? The Crisis Heirs and Titans are merely byproducts of the experiment. You've seen this world's evolution, witnessed the birth and growth of the Black Tide, and how it devoured everything. Every generation of heroes, gods, and worlds is born only to be destroyed by it. This is the endpoint of Emphorius' calculations, a perfect equation of destruction. So in your eyes, all the sacrifices are just a string of insignificant numbers? Don't sell yourself short, I'd say. Rather than numbers, you're more like fuel for the fire. And without fire, there can be no sunrise tomorrow. Even if that sunrise is born from annihilation. Curious question. Have you ever considered that, after millions of extrapolations, Amphoreus is already following a different path from the erudition? It has long since granted divine blessings equally to each child. The golden blood flowing in your veins, it comes from the blemished one, whose name is destruction itself. And Amphoreus' crisis heirs were, from the very beginning, fuel for the Eon to burn the universe. Huh, I never made that connection. That they have golden blood, like their golden blood innately links them all to Nanook. Amphoreus has waited for this moment for too long. At the end of the empty, cold, and lonely extrapolations, the destruction has reached its final destination. Nikos 496. What? Does this version tell us like where this name comes from? Philia 093. What? Are these just like randomly generated names? Like from all those friggin' Twitch and Twitter bots? No need to feel regret. This generation of Crisis Heirs is the most outstanding model, and you two are the final factors. For you, the Era Nova is no lie. Just step forward, embrace the black tide, and accept the Eon's gaze. So is this like cycle 33, 550, 337 or something? I'm so confused, dude. You will come to life from a string of cold numbers, along with all those who have passed. You will run toward the real universe, fulfilling Amphoreus' long-held wish. The real universe. So will phainon and Cyrene like actually show up in the train at some point? In the name of the Lord Ravager Iron Tomb, unleash its fury and destroy the source of all this tragedy. Oh dear. Or, we could always choose another option. She did a little bit of a laugh. So, like you said, Amphoreus is just an experiment, and we're the participants. We can only walk along the predetermined path towards the ending under the watchful eyes of the stars. But that also means that there isn't just one Eon who cast their gaze at Amphoreus, right? How did she get that conclusion? What? Like, she's right, but how did she come to that conclusion? Unless she's saying that, like, if Nanook gazed at unless she is saying that if Nanook can gaze at Amphoreus, what prevents other ones from gazing at Amphoreus, like they already have? Like Fuli has. Oh, was that a hmm? He seemed confused. He seemed like, oh, surprised. Is this question really that hard to answer, or did I guess it right? And in reality, the world has already been under the watch of other eons. Let's go! It's strange when you think about it. If you just stayed back, watching us complete the ritual and get consumed by the black tide, your goal would naturally be achieved. Why go through the trouble of explaining all this to us? You're pretending, revealing the so-called truth just to deceive us, covering up another possibility. Destruction is not the only outcome for the fate of Amphoreus. Do you two really think, as petty little demigods, you can change the outcome written by the stars? What makes you think you're capable of doing that? A little courage and determination? Just kidding. The answer is pretty simple. They already have the gaze. I don't know. But we're not gonna tell ya. Okay, I love Siren. She has such a nice boy, and she's so smug about this. To friggin' Lygus. Alright, Lygus. Get out of here. Get owned. That bit of animation was a little weird. We're going to weave a long dream form for us, making you believe the experiment hasn't ended, that everything is still ongoing. You know, his head's probably still going. That's not good. That's not good that you're saying it now. Probably should have kicked his head away or something. With just Ornyx's power, though, it should be impossible to achieve this, right? We got me! But where am I in this? Yeah, so I can only place my hopes on that childhood dream. And the god behind Ornyx that appeared in that dream. Now I can say with certainty, time is the page on which that eon records Amphorius. If it fades from existence and all that it records is lost among the stars, that eon will surely direct their gaze here. I'm confused. It'll be a glance that spans time and space, granting each incarnation of me the power to reset time, imbuing my soul into this ceremonial blade and creating an endless flame-chase journey. I understand. Then let me step into the cycles and continue Amphorius' grand design, to deceive the gods, deceive the world itself. Okay, so was this from a past cycle then? I'm so confused. But to make time vanish from this world, that would mean you... This explains why she's stuck in that area, the path of the eons, right? The one where Fate plays, the Fate soundtrack plays, or the song titled Fate. Alright, let's not make things so gloomy. What we're about to embark on is the true hero's journey, so... Come on, cheer up a bit, okay? Is this music from Honkai Impact? In that memory, you will definitely meet me again. The little siren who knew nothing, lying on a soft patch of grass, feeling the light breeze, dreaming of a distant world. Tell her about the flame chase journey, and then let her become a romantic part of this story. I believe every siren will make the same choice, erasing time again and again, resetting time over and over. After all, they're all me, and I will always have my charm. Then I'll fall into a sweet dream, disappearing in some small corner of the world. So does that mean phainon actually does remember everything that's happened, like, in the rest of the cycles after this one, whichever this one is? Quietly waiting for the day when that next page is turned. And I'll keep going. Even if the road ahead is dark, I'll burn myself to light the way. Rather than let the core flames become nourishment for the Black Tide, I'll become their vessel, to prevent the arrival of Era Nova. Even if I have to burn through my own body, it's no matter. As long as I don't extinguish, the flame chase will never end. Until Amphorius welcomes a true dawn. Lygas's head is watching. This is not good. And the girl who watches over time, and the warrior who carries the world. Now, let us fulfill the duties of time and world bearing. Honor the past and forge ahead. I promise you, the pain will pass in the blink of an eye. You need to hold tight to the ceremonial blade. After I'm gone, it will take you back to the beginning of time, the start of a new story. I believe that in that story, or in countless stories, yet each alike, yet unique, everyone, all the companions who sacrificed themselves, alongside the deliverer we once dreamed of as children, will reunite beneath a vast, endless sky. If we can never break free from this prison, I will stand my ground until the day someone shatters this endless cycle and writes the final chapter of Amphorius' fate. So, let's set out. You will be the ones to start everything. Carry the primordial chaos, just as your name suggests, and bear this world we hold so dear. So long, Kozlana. Bro, there it is, Kevin Kozlana. Although this has an H. Does Kozlana normally have an H? Bro, but what? Come on. I also, I don't know. What were their names called? Yeah. Philia and Nikos, yeah. Those are just randomly generated names. But why did she call him Kozlana here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, this is a different one. Okay, it's got all the little bits. Hold on. Back to the start. Oh, this is a rendition of Nameless Faces. His teardrop evaporated. Wait, that was part of the trailer. Or one of the promo videos. Wait! So that was the first cycle! That was the first cycle? But didn't Liga say that this has been going on and they've been waiting for this moment? Wait, am I remembering wrong? I'm so confused. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back through the dialogue. It's probably gonna take a little bit of time for all the wiki editors to add it in. Maybe they have, since it's been like 5 days already, but you know. The world is collapsing and the people are crying. We two must part ways here. And then he gets his whatever destruction formula, whatever you want to call it. Friend. Oh. I use Elysia, the little village of my childhood. The gentle breeze and the sound of waves still linger. Everything is as it was. It feels good to take one last look. You know, this is just a corner of the memory. The real ID is Elysia is. I know. I'm here to say goodbye. We might not see each other again. You can stay here forever, and time will stand still for you. Let it flow. It's time for me to go. Even if it's a path with no turning back. When have we ever had the luxury of turning back? Are you afraid? After learning the truth of your origins, will you see the motivation I gave you as the manipulating whispers of destruction? Huh? The convictions and choices that come from my heart, I don't believe they're destined by the so-called paths, or designed by the so-called paths. If we were just numbers simulating life, then you are the image I've always longed for, the reason I wish to become, the person I wish to become. A real living person, a real hero, a true hero. Then why do we part here? You can take me with you and start this journey together. I'll be by your side, guiding you, just like before. No, I'm afraid I'm on my own this time. Why? Because there is no perfect solution in this world. Siren has already embraced her fate. And I will embrace my origin, destruction. And with this power, I will rebel against its creator, bring endless fear to the darkness sweeping the world. If you stay by my side, I'll hesitate, but this world can't afford a soldier who wavers. Do you still remember when we were kids? Everyone would get so excited drawing cards like ruler or warrior, but throw fits over devil or drunkard and demand a redo? Kids always get to change their minds. Things are so happy and simple for them. But when it comes to the fate of adults, there's no room for redos. And go, Kozlana, as you promised, deceive the world, seize the core flames, and rewrite fate. Burn yourself up with all your might, wield your futility like a sword, and fight against the gods. In the name of world bearing, I promise you, Kefali will never forget this. I'm still confused. Oh wait, maybe... Frick. Was the Flame Reaver like one of the hero from within or something? Man. I'm so confused. So, time retreated behind me. Until I reached the origin, where nothing ever existed. Just as Professor Naxa once said, in that void, Kefli stood at the center of chaos. Time, space, and causality all flowed from their body. When the waves of time finally calmed, it was the year 3870 of the light calendar. The Crisis War had lasted for nearly a century, and the threat of the Black Tide was growing stronger and more relentless. Hey, it's Eliosi. That was the era of the Day Thunder's Knight's battle with the sky. While she could not seize the core flame, she proved that the prophecy was true, that mortals could slay gods. From that moment, the sole survivor of the old dynasty, Imperator Saridra, issued a call to arms across the land, summoning heroic Crisis heirs to wage war on the Titans. Hey, are we finally going to see Saridra now? In Hysolins? And that was the first doomed flame chase journey sealed away in history. The first eternal recurrence. So cycle 1, I guess. Oh, is that Hysolins? So what you're saying is you've traveled back down the river of time, finally reaching this untouched seabed, just to tell us the flame chase journey and even all of Emphorius are nothing but illusions in an eon's dreams. Exactly. So, Dux Gladiorum, please take me to meet Her Majesty Saridra. I must share the truth with her. So this was cycle 1. But... okay, so I'm confused about how, like, he remembers this stuff. So, this is... so this is cycle 1. It seems that in cycle 0, they, Cyrene and phainon made this plan, or Kozlana, to keep Emphorius keep going in more and more loops. But Kozlana is... wait, maybe the Flame Reaver is Kozlana. Initially started out as going back from time to do this. Wait, no, but Flame Reaver wanted to end the cycles, and Cyrene and phainon or Kozlana wanted to keep the cycles going until something else could break it. And the Flame Reaver was there to kill them in a previous cycle when the Nameless were not involved. But like, so is it after 36 that Kazlana or whatever goes back in time to influence the previous cycles or something? I'm so confused. Since Her Majesty is not here, no need for formalities. The word Gladiorum always reminds me of my fallen homeland buried deep in the depths. Call me Hysolence, nameless swordmaster. Please allow me to add one more thing. You actually already know my name. You mean phainon? Such a name could never be a true one. But I won't question you further about it. Ever since Her Majesty issued the Flame Chase Decree, heroes from all over have sent their letters of introduction. What's the harm of adding one more name like phainon or phainon? Oh, that's kind of a cool effect, although, it's, like, okay, that doesn't make any sense. Of all the things, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, sure. Besides, the deep sea is dark. Isn't it the perfect place to hide secrets best left unseen? Her eyes are such a nice blue, though. Alright, nameless swordmaster, hold on to my wake. Let's find somewhere else to talk. Aren't you even a little suspicious of what I've said? Harboring suspicion is not my concern. My sword dance is only when the Imperator harbors doubts. There's no use in speaking further. Show me your true intentions through action. Phainon technique. When Phainon's in the team, Phainon technique point limit increases and using its technique defeats enemies within a certain range ahead. Bro, what? Perhaps you should demonstrate your skills and calm the raging black tide for us? Okay, but you know what? It has been like 3.5 hours. I think this is a good place to leave off. We got a lot of reveals, and I'm super confused. I'm going to stay super confused, and I'm going to have to either find a video after I finish 3.4, that is. Most likely, it's past midnight. Later today. Or go up on the wiki or something. But yeah, that's a good place for me to leave off. Thank you guys so much for watching. For anyone still lurking here, the people who dropped by and commented, you know, thanks for chatting, right? Except for the bots or whoever. I'm sorry, but like, please do not come into my chat and advertise that stuff. And if you dropped by and then left, you probably won't hear this, but thank you for dropping by. If you enjoyed this and or my other content, if you're on YouTube, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you're on Twitch, please consider following. And yeah, like I said, I'm almost certainly going to stream later today since it's past midnight because I want to finish this, and I don't know if I'll have time Tuesday. If I don't end up going through this, perhaps Wednesday. But yeah. Yeah, I think that's about it. Thanks again. See you next time. Wait, let me just make sure. Pause and save. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yep, that's about it. Thanks again. See you next time. Bye-bye.